From the StreamYard studios on YouTube, this is Jeopnerdy. And here's your host, John DeMarco.
Greetings, everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of Jeopardy! We hopefully have a fun show tonight. Joining us, as always, is our co-host, Professor Brainy Specs.
Hey, John. Hello, everyone. Welcome. And Tokyo, play the game.
I agree. Let's say a quick hello to everyone who's been joining us. We've had a lively chat already before the show started. I want to say greetings to Jay. Glad you're back. Haven't seen you for a few weeks. Say welcome also to Tokyo. As we've already said, you definitely should play, sir. Say hello to our returning champion, Mercer. Kapla, Bird of Prey 5. Let's say hello also to who else is joining so far. Thomas, greetings. Glad you're here. Hello also to Patrick. Played for the first time last week. Did a great job. Hopefully he'll be back. Greetings to Mr. Vice President and to Mikey. Good to see you all. Anyone else who is joining us later on in the show, you're always welcome. We have some people waiting backstage already, but there'll be more spots for the later rounds if you're interested in playing. Oh, a couple more things. Hello also to Indie Tiger and to T Dowd. Glad you're joining us.
And happy Thanksgiving, Mr. T. Dowd. Canadian Thanksgiving.
Yes, hope you have a good day. So we got some people waiting patiently backstage, so we'll welcome up our returning champion Mercer and his first two challengers and see how they can do. So let's say hello to Mercer, Mr. Vice President, and Bird of Prey 5.
Folks, how you doing?
Hello.
Welcome, everyone.
Hi, good to see everyone.
Good to see you as well.
And I'm very glad to hear that Jay's back. Jay, I've been quite worried about you, so I look forward to talking to you in the conversation segment after the rounds.
I told you, Jay. People have been asking about you, worried about you.
Indeed.
Yeah. And I agree with John and Professor that Tokyo should definitely play the game, at least one round of the game.
Indeed.
Exactly.
Well said, Mr. Vice President.
Thank you.
That's why I like having you in my administration.
Anything I can
Mr. President.
Anything I can do to serve, Mr. President.
Why don't you become Mr. President instead of Vice President?
No, because John's the president now. He deserves to be president.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
Yeah. That's true.
I'm just a file clerk.
Mm-hmm.
You're a file clerk?
Yeah, I'm a file clerk. You know, I do, believe it or not, filing.
Yes,
You
that
teach
sounds
filing
like-
at the academy.
It sounds a
But
bit
my,
like
but
that.
my
Gotta
boss,
raise my camera.
my boss, you've never seen anybody like my boss. He was a fantastic dictator.
Oh,
Yes, that was a great episode.
Goldar Heel was a fantastic leader.
if you say so.
He's a real heel, though.
Yeah,
True.
yeah,
I'm sure you guys got the reference even before I said his name.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Because
At
you
least
guys are
I
all
did.
my friends. At least you guys are all my friends. So I figured you guys would know what I was talking about. Most people wouldn't get it, but you guys definitely did.
We're all fans of DS9 here, unlike some of us who don't like that other show many years later.
They're talking about
Enterprise is the best of the spin-offs. Since the original trilogy, Enterprise is the best. Not the original trilogy, the original show. I think you're talking Star Wars for some freaking reason.
If you say so, Lisa, if you say so.
I do say so.
Okay, fair enough.
Like I said, I'm the filing clerk.
All right.
Well,
I
gentlemen,
guess
are we ready to begin?
Yes.
I am. Can't speak for other people, but I am.
I have Patrick syndrome. Patrick syndrome.
Okay. Well, if you're all ready to play, let's play Jeopnerdy.
Our first category is TOS characters. Next, we have an audio category called a distinct possibility. You will be identifying the film or episode.
Maybe I should have played next round, because next round we're going to have TNG characters, right?
Maybe.
But, yeah.
It's
Or
a
visual.
distinct possibility.
There you go.
Indeed. Yeah.
The next visual category is about foods. Nationalities.
Multimedia day today, huh? You're doing visuals and videos.
Perhaps. For this category, nationalities, I'm going to mention a character, and you're going to tell us their nation of origin.
Cool.
The last category is planets in Voyager. I'm going to name the episode, and you tell me the planet.
Cool.
What if we don't know? How can we tell you?
Then you can tell me to pass.
Okay. Cool.
Or you can guess wrong.
That
Or
too.
perhaps guess right.
Indeed.
All right, Mercer. Returning champion.
I'll take McDonald's for 300. No, I'm sorry. I'll take TOS. No. I'll take possibilities for 400.
Are you sure?
Possibilities for 400.
It's a distinct possibility.
Yes.
All right.
Identify this episode.
I don't know. But Tane might.
That is, unless he suffered an unfortunate accident as well.
That is a distinct possibility.
What is improbable cause?
Nicely done.
Good call on that quote. That's great. I haven't seen that episode in a while. One of my favorites.
Good one.
Right. Mr. Vice President, you're up.
I'm going to go for the audio category for 100, please.
100. You got it.
Identify this film.
It consists of various unremarkable ores, essentially a great rock in space.
And Lion could be hiding behind that rock.
A distinct possibility.
This category rocks.
Very, very easy. What is Star Trek 2, The Wrath of Khan?
That is correct.
The best Star Trek movie ever. Probably the best movie ever, period, actually.
I would agree with that.
Don't know if I'd go that far, but it is extremely good. All right, Mr. Bird of Prey 5. It is your turn.
Let's do TOS characters for 100.
He was the only character from The Cage who returned for Where No Man Has Gone Before.
Is Spock.
That's right.
Good job. We're off to a good start. Mercer, it's back
I'll
to
take-
you, my friend.
I'll take distinct possibilities for 300.
Identify this episode.
And you're afraid that I might lose your precious operas?
Yes.
It's a distinct possibility.
Oh my gosh. I think this is inspired by our conversation last week when you said the phrase. So I'm going to have to say, what is In Purgatory's Shadow?
That's the one.
But yeah, I think this whole category was inspired by the fact that when you said the phrase, I automatically heard her voice. And that's what I heard.
There you go.
Nice. I love that.
Mr. Vice President, it's your turn.
A distinct possibility for
This
200.
entire round was rigged.
I would have laughed away. I would have laughed with the same enthusiasm that Vice President laughs with.
Identify this episode.
We continue to prepare our defenses for the inevitable confrontation, but
I must admit, on this night I contemplate the distinct possibility that no defense may be adequate against this enemy.
What is best for both worlds, part 1?
That is correct.
It's definitely a distinct possibility that it is that episode.
Yeah, indeed. Indeed.
Bird of Prey 5. No rigging was involved in this game. It's your turn.
Do TOS characters for 200.
He thought it was a shame that the Organians wouldn't let the Klingons in the Federation fight, since it would have been glorious.
Who is... Oh, jeez. Who is Kang?
That is incorrect.
Mercer.
Who is Core?
That's it.
It was a Klingon question, but
Are you sure I didn't say core?
We are sure.
Let's try distinct possibility for 500.
Identify this episode.
It's in Mr. Neelix's DNA as well.
Is this what's causing the mutations?
A good scientist never jumps to conclusions, Lieutenant, but I'd say it's a distinct possibility.
Oh, man. I'm not a Voyager person, so I'm going to pass to Mr. Vice President.
Mr. Vice President.
I'm not sure, so I'm going to pass this to the Senate.
Bird of Prey 5 Senate.
Yeah, pass.
Bird.
Pass.
It's a distinct possibility this was from the episode Scientific Method.
I love this category. Like I said, it's exactly for what we were talking. I don't remember what round we were doing that in, but it was in one of the rounds last week. It's great.
Yeah, very cool.
All right, Mr. Vice President, it's your turn.
Which one is the video category again? Sorry.
There's no video category. It was just audio
Oh,
and the pictures.
sorry. Which is the picture category again?
That would
Sorry.
be food.
Yeah, it's usually the center, the third category, the center category.
Okay. I'm gonna go food for 300, please.
Oh no, what was that food before the triples devoured it?
Well, in the cup it was. What is coffee?
I'm looking for the food like that was on his plate.
Oh. Pass. Sorry.
Bird?
What is a ham sandwich?
I'm afraid not.
Mercer?
Really?
What is it? Chicken sandwich and coffee.
That's what it was. So close.
You know, the other real funny thing before you go on, when I think of chicken sandwiches in Star Trek, I think of the scene in Enterprise where Archer tells these terrorists, our food replicators can make chicken sandwiches. And he gets hit on the head. They would go to Corridon. You probably don't remember that episode.
I remember the episode. I just don't remember that particular scene. I'll
Yeah.
take your word for it.
Yeah.
All right, Bird, you can redeem yourself. It is your turn.
Do foods for 400. I mean, I guess we're going to pass.
Mercer?
Pass.
Mr. Vice President.
Pass.
What? It's your
Some
favorite
sort of
series.
egg.
They're stuck with
Oh,
primitive protein rich sequences.
Well, those are Georgia peaches. They've been kept in stasis since they left Earth.
Oh, okay.
Indeed. All right, Mercer. You got the lead and control.
TOS characters for 300, please.
McCoy gave this name to the unspeaking empath being evaluated by the Vians.
Pass. I don't
Mr.
know.
Vice President.
Pass.
Bird.
Pass.
Gem.
What episode was that, John?
The
The
empath.
empath.
Probably.
Empath.
Yep.
I don't remember it.
Mr.
Anyway, this-
Vice President, your turn.
Nationalities for 200, please.
Kevin Riley.
Who was Irish?
That's
What
correct.
is Irish?
Yep.
Nicely done. And Bird, it's your turn.
Do foods for 200. Oh, you just saw this. Pass.
Mercer.
What is it? Gymnastic?
That is correct. Perhaps the bird would prefer an osel twist. They're very tart.
Yeah.
And it's your turn, Mercer.
I will go with foods for 500. I can't place it. Pass.
Mr. Vice President.
Pass.
Bird.
Pass.
Oh, okay.
It's a Bajoran favorite, Hasperat.
Oh, I should have guessed that. Never mind. Oh, well.
Right, Mr. Vice President, your turn.
Nationalities for 300, please.
Carl Jaeger.
Can't remember Carl Jaeger. Pass.
Bird.
It's American.
Is that your answer?
Yes.
That is incorrect.
Mercer.
Pass.
I know he's an obscure character, but I thought you'd be able to tell from his last name that he was German.
I was thinking either German or Netherlands, but I wasn't sure.
I agree with Tokyo, by the way.
Well, thank you.
And
Yes,
maybe
I agree.
Tokyo should have played.
Indeed.
All right, Bird. It's your turn.
Do foods for 100. Probably gawk. What is gawk?
That is correct.
Wow, you got a
Oh.
Klingon one.
I always thought it was Ga. Pronounced Ga. It's a Ga.
Well, I'm sure there's many different dialects of Klingonese.
Oh, I see.
Indeed.
It looked like my
First
hair. It looked like my hair. Let's
Oh,
try.
really?
Let's try planets and Voyager for 400.
400. And I don't want to see your hair.
No, I'm just kidding. Pass.
The resolutions, by the way.
Pass. Pass.
Mr. Vice President.
Pass.
Bird.
Pass.
They named the planet they were stuck on New Earth.
Okay.
No.
And Mr. Vice President.
My foot fell asleep.
That's not good.
Nationalities for 400, please.
Michael Eddington.
What is American?
I'm afraid not.
Bird of Prey 5.
Might as well go down in flames. What is French?
That is incorrect.
Mercer.
What is Canadian?
That's it.
Because he had that Canadian coin that he was looking for.
It's Lucky Looney.
Yes, it's Lucky Looney.
I didn't realize that.
Bird,
Very cool.
your turn.
Do nationalities for 500.
Bernardo Calvera.
What is Brazilian?
That is incorrect.
Mercer,
Pass. I don't even know who that is.
Mr. Vice President.
I'm gonna pass it after last time.
He was one of the guards from the Sanctuary District, meaning that he
Son
was
of a
American.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I thought you should have asked the guy from the BC. What's his name? The guy that wanted to go to the Tappan Zee. What is it?
Tasmania.
Tasmania.
Yeah, it's a possibility.
Distinct possibility.
Even.
All right, Mercer, it is your turn. You got a considerable lead.
I'll go with planets and Voyager. No, I'll go with TOS characters for 400. Sorry.
Yeah.
All right, Mercer, you got the lead. You have a 1,900 point lead over your nearest competitor.
I'm going to go 5 points.
All right, the minimum amount, 5, measly.
Upon meeting this officer at Starbase 11, Bones observed that all of his old friends looked like doctors, but all of Kirk's old friends looked like her.
Mm-hmm.
Who is Nancy Crater?
Fortunately, that is incorrect.
See? Yep, I couldn't figure it out.
That was a real Shaw.
That's why I'm glad I didn't bet that much.
And I don't think it was quite 25 seconds, but I got your meaning there, Tokyo. All right, Mr. Vice President, it's your turn.
Close up nationalities for 100, please.
Pavel Chekhov.
Very easy. What is Russian?
That's it.
A little old lady from Leningrad.
Bird, it's your turn.
Let's do Voyager for 500.
Natural law.
Pass.
Mercer,
Pass.
Mr. Vice President.
Pass.
A lot of passing tonight.
Litos.
Yeah, we're just not. These questions are hard, especially when they have to do with Voyager or Voyager.
Yeah.
Or
I agree
Voyager?
with this.
Or Voyager. Any one of those 3 categories is going to be tough.
Gotcha. All right. Well, Mercer, you got the next selection.
I'll take TOS characters for 500.
Kirk's final idea to defeat Apollo depended on this lieutenant's loyalty.
Oh, her name began with a P. Let me think. Ensign. I don't want to screw that. Hold on. Give me a minute to think. Who is Lieutenant Palamas?
Very good.
Yes.
Well done, Lucy.
Thanks. Took me a second to. I keep thinking Palmolive, like the dish soap, but then I started thinking about reading the name. Like I have all the guidebooks and stuff, so I kind of just like it was either PAL or PAM first, so I just guessed one of them.
Very, very well done. Mr. Vice President, it's your turn.
200, please.
Caretaker, the second half.
What is Ocampa?
That's correct.
Roberto, pray 5.
Good call.
Well, now I'm so confused because I thought that would have been the easiest Voyager question. So the 100th.
Caretaker, the first half.
Earth?
Sorry, can you say that again?
What is Earth?
That is correct.
Okay.
Specifically my country.
A bit confusing.
That's true.
That is true, Mr. Vice President.
Have
All
you
right.
been there? Have you been to that prison where Tom Harris was welding with that little laser pointer?
No. Sadly I've not been to such an iconic site.
Okay.
Okay, Mercer, you get the final clue.
I'll take it for 300. Planets or plants?
Planets.
Planets. Jetrel.
What is what is the name of that race? I don't even know the name of his race, even though he's the main character. So I'm gonna pass.
Mr. Vice President.
Not sure, sorry, pass.
Bird of Prey 5.
Pass.
They visited Neelix's home planet.
I couldn't even remember it. It just wasn't coming to me. Like, even though he's the main character, that's how much I watch Voyager.
Alex?
Yeah. Although I will say, I loved his appearance in Caretaker when he tries to communicate with them, and he's talking about all the junk that he's collected. That was a good scene.
Well, shit. Crap. I guess I'm done.
Unfortunately, Bird, you will not be able to play Final Jeopnerdy.
Thanks for playing,
thank you for the opportunity.
And Mercer, you can stick around for the final round if you like. Mercer, Mr. Vice President, if you could head on over to Cosmopuzz, please, and you will consider your wages on this category.
1966.
Oh,
Chief, could you please remind me of all the scores?
Okay. So you have 1,200 points, and Mercer has 3,495 points.
Okay, thank you.
Surely. And
sorry, just repeat mine one again. I'm sorry there.
you have 1,200.
Okay, thanks.
And I'm not seeing you in the Cosmopuzz room. Oh, there you are.
Am I in there now?
You are in there now. You appeared just after I said that. I think you planned it that way.
Not deliberately. It took me a while to type in because I'm a little bit far away from my keyboard, and then not deliberately, Chief. So,
And just for Mercer's sake, I can't enter exactly what you typed.
Oh man!
But I will repeat it.
Okay, that's good enough. Repeating is fine.
Red amounts.
Isn't it all text? Oh, you could probably fit it in there if it's all text.
No, I can't. It has to be a number.
On October 6th, 1966, this became the 5th episode of TOS to be aired.
Players, you have 30 seconds. Kapla!
Oh, I spelled it wrong. Can I correct my spelling?
It's okay. I know what you mean.
Okay. Sorry.
Okay.
See, that's why we have the professor as a co-host, because he knows what everybody intends to write. So that way we're always going to have the right answer, because we always know the right answer, but we never type it in correctly. So no matter what answer we give, he's going to tell us that we got it right. Right?
And I'll do my best, Mercer. I can't say that with 100% of surety, but I do believe I know what he means. All right, let's see who our winner is. Mr. Vice President, you had 1,200 points entering final Jeopnerdy. Your response to the clue was?
The Corbomite maneuver. Unfortunately, that is not correct.
And how much did you wager? All of your money.
I was
down to zero.
Far behind, so yeah.
Understood.
Yeah.
And Mercer, you had 3,495 points and the lead. Your response?
I also said the Corbomite maneuver. Is actually the enemy within.
I didn't know that. I was just guessing. That's just the first episode that came to mind. I was either going to say that or the one with Charlie. What was that one called? Charlie
X.
Yeah, that was going to be my second guess, but I guess that would.
And I always go through the clues before the games, before we go live. And I'll be honest, I thought it was the Corbomite maneuver myself. So
cool.
we were all on the same wavelength. We were all wrong. And how much did you bet? 120 points plus a chicken sandwich and a cup of coffee. Unfortunately, that is
very valuable
incorrect.
Yeah, especially with the troubles.
3,375 points, and you are the champion, Mercer.
Your troubles in your ship.
Well done, Mercer.
Thanks. Good game, guys.
Yeah, it was fun. Thanks, guys.
That was some good. I like that audio category. That was killer.
Oh, thank you.
Killer.
I noticed this. I see that Toki was asking about the air dates. To be exact, the first 5 episodes by air date are The Man Trap, Charlie X, Where No Man Has Gone Before, The Naked Time, and then The Enemy Within.
I've got a question, if I may, before you move on to the next round. Why would they air Where No Man Has Gone Before? Since it was supposed to be the second part, why would they air it after Man Trap? Why wouldn't they air that first? I don't understand that.
Because the network, for various reasons, like to show the episodes out of order.
Oh, okay. That explains why when I had a Netflix account, it was where it was. Because I thought that was really weird. That I thought Netflix had just made a mistake, but they're obviously going by air date.
Yeah, Corbomite Maneuver was the 3rd one produced, but it wasn't aired until like 10th or something.
Oh, okay. I see. Alrighty. I hope I didn't hold up the next round too much. Oh, I'll just go backstage.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Thank you for playing.
Thanks.
That's okay.
Thomas, there was no solar eclipse today. That is a week from today.
What are you guys going to be for Halloween?
I think myself is scary enough.
No, I think
You are not scary, John.
you'd be a good Abraham Lincoln if you get the top hat and a black outfit, a black suit.
Yeah, you could be. You could be. Yeah. Get yourself a chair.
Yeah.
Put a
You can look intimidating.
Starfield behind you, and
by the way, does your Orville the background? Are the engines lit up?
No, they are not.
Is that like the Eagle Boss?
It's not actually a model.
Oh,
It's
it
just a
is.
picture.
Oh, okay. I couldn't tell. I thought it was the Eagle Moss, and you were propping it or hanging it from something.
That'd be nice if I had the Eagle Moss.
I have the Eagle Moss, the larger one, but not the smaller one. I have the larger one and the shuttle. But I heard they just released a Kaon Interceptor, and I don't have that yet. but I've seen people having it, and I also heard they made, now that it's owned by somebody else, they're making stuff again. I want to get the Pterodon ship, the little Viper ships that they got.
Yeah.
Those are badass, but I do want the Kalon The Kalon Interceptor is not the entire Kalon ship. It's the part that detaches. I feel like a nerd right now. The part that detaches from the middle of a Kalon ship that kind of rams other ships.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Those are the Interceptors. They're also like shuttles. They're like multi-purpose ships.
Well, let's say hello to Jay and to Patrick. Glad you guys are joining us.
Yes. Hey. Well, good to be back.
Welcome. And you're right, Indie Tiger. The Man Trap does introduce all 4 of those characters very quickly. Tokyo, we have 1 player that hasn't played yet backstage. So if you want to come up, better come up.
Indeed.
Do it.
Indeed, do it, Tokyo. Jay, you're muted. If you're trying to say something.
Yes, are you there, Jay?
Bless you, my children. Bless you.
There we go.
That sounds like our Jay.
Dude.
He wants to do something nice for us. I'm going to alert the crew.
Good decision.
No, not at the end of the game, Tokyo.
Jump in now. Tokyo, jump in now. Do it.
Claim your spot.
Make it so. All right, gentlemen, are you ready to play?
Let's get cruising. I might get a drink at some point during this round, but let's get cruising.
Let's do it.
Engage.
Let's play.
Advise.
Jeopnerdy.
TOS actors. Our audio category this round is wedding ceremonies. You're going to identify the episode.
Everything is crap to you, Jay. Beverages.
And beverages, yes, for our visual category. Home states. Similar before, I'm going to name the character. You tell me the state they come from. And planets in Enterprise. I'm going to name the episode. You name the planet.
I'm sorry, Mr. Vice President. I know you want to play this round.
Come on up, Mr. President. You can play this round
for me. All right.
Let's try home states for 100 because I know who it is.
Do you?
I'm going to guess it's Riker. Oh, James T. Kirk. What is Iowa?
Let's let John read the clue.
Sorry about that.
James T. Kirk. He only works in outer space.
But they made a mistake in Generations, and they said it was Idaho or something.
I think that was his uncle or something.
Yeah, I think they meant Iowa.
All right, Jay. Welcome back. It's your turn.
Home state 500.
Harry Kim.
Who the heck is that? You should have put Ensign. Harry Kim.
California.
That is incorrect.
I knew it.
Patrick.
Did he have a backstory?
I don't know.
Small one.
Pass.
Mercer.
Pass.
Okay, I didn't know it either.
He was from South Carolina.
South Carolina.
What? When did he ever say that?
It was a 1 in 50 chance that you could have gotten it, Patrick.
Yeah, but
Also, I had to look that one up. It was mentioned in the episode 1.
Okay. I mean, it was a 1 in 50 chance that Patrick could have gotten it if he guessed.
Well,
yeah,
1 out of 49, actually.
could have. Yeah, 1 out of 49.
Because California was already guessed.
Yeah, was already going.
Gotcha.
All right, Patrick. Welcome. It is your turn.
Let's go with wedding ceremonies for 300.
Identify this episode.
Privilege of joining two people together in matrimony. Today I have the honor to unite Cassidy Danielle Yates and Benjamin Lafayette Cisco in marriage.
Oh, I'm so glad I watched that video. Because it's audio only. What does till death do us part?
You got it.
Good job.
Well done.
Hmm.
And Mercer, we're back to you. It's your turn.
Let's go with wedding ceremonies for 400.
Identify this episode.
This is the Vulcan heart. This is the Vulcan soul. This is our way.
What is home?
You got it.
Down home.
You know, even Rick Berman got that wrong. He was talking about this episode and he called it family during an interview once.
Well, it fills a similar role in the series as Family did for
Oh,
TV.
absolutely agree. And it's an understandable mistake because he's got 30,000 things to worry about. I just wanted to make note of that. It's not a bad mistake or anything.
Roche, it's your turn.
Home state's 300.
Jonathan Archer.
What is California?
That is incorrect.
Patrick.
Oh, man. What is what's Alabama?
That is incorrect, I'm afraid.
Yeah,
Mercer.
Guess who's passing? That would be me.
New York.
Yep, he's from upstate New York.
Upstate New York.
That's it.
I wanted to say Oklahoma, but...
But how did he get to that beach where he was doing that remote control ship thing that he had?
He was on vacation.
By the way, I was only years old or so when I realized that the remote control ship that Archer and his dad were flying was the same ship in the opening credits of Enterprise that flew before you see Enterprise.
Interesting.
You know what I'm talking about? Like the big weird thing over the moon? That's the same ship. Anyway, I'll take TOS actor.
It's actually Patrick's turn.
Oh, sorry, Patrick. Kick me in the ass. I'm sorry.
I didn't even realize, so not a problem.
He's drunk with power.
Well, I had good options with wedding ceremony, so let's try the 500 one.
All right.
Identify this episode.
B'Elanna has asked me to forego the rigors of Klingon pain sticks in favor of a more traditional ceremony.
Oh, ships. What's Course Oblivion?
Very good.
Yes.
Nicely done.
By the way, I didn't know that, but I will say that just listening to that clip, I really like Kate Mulgrew. I think she's awesome.
And that one was not in the video.
Yeah, I'm just saying she's awesome. When she delivers lines like that, she's awesome. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And as Cindy Tiger points out, New York is or borders a Great Lake.
Yeah, good call, Indy.
All right, Mercer, it is now your turn.
Okay, I'll take TOS actors for 400. Not 300, 400.
Michael Ansara was cast to play Kang after this actor was unavailable to reprise his role from season 1.
Oh, who's John Colicos?
That's right.
Yay! Because he's probably doing prepping for Battlestar Galactica, 10 years out.
Tokyo, I will remind you that is about 130 years in the future. Well, maybe not quite that much, but 115 years in the future.
They could have went on vacation.
That's true, too. All right. Jay, it is your turn.
Actuality, Mercer. John Calicos was busy with The Last Dawn.
Oh, okay. I was just, since I never heard of that, I just assumed he was getting ready to play Baltar 10 years out.
Home states for 400. Might as well dig my grave.
Oh, maybe you'll climb out of it.
Sean Aloysius O'Brien.
What is Chicago?
We're looking for a state, just so you know.
Oh, Chicago. What is Illinois?
Unfortunately, that is incorrect.
Say?
Patrick.
Pass, because I don't even know the character.
Mercer.
I don't know who it is. Pass.
He led the anthracite strike in Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
Nice.
It's the inspiration for Rom.
You know, it's an episode where Nog wants to form a union.
All right, Patrick.
And my turn again. Wow.
It is yours turn.
Let's go with beverages for 200.
Name the beverage.
What is prune juice?
That's correct. Warrior strike.
Yay, prune juice.
I love it when you put humor in the answers. That's pretty funny.
You'll notice that Jeopardy does that too on occasion.
Yeah, no, it's true. They do. They do have a sense of humor. Unfortunately, nobody has quite got the knack of it the way Trebek did. You know, like they're okay, but Trebek was so good at it, doing the hosting.
Mercer, it is your turn.
All right, I'll take beverages for 400. Oh, I know what he's. Man, this is gonna kill me. Give me a minute to think. What is Bully and tonic water?
I knew it.
Yes. Cleans the. I was thinking of the nerve thing first.
Wow.
You know.
Well done, Mercer.
But it took me. I just had to remember the dialogue. I just had to think about it for a minute.
Did you even remember it? Wow.
Yeah, that's the guy that plays Ratchet in the Transformers movie.
That I did not know.
You know, knowing it's half the battle. It's Robert Foxworth played Ratchet in the Transformers movie.
Jay, it is your turn.
Beverages 500. What is tea?
Maybe a little bit more specific.
What is green tea?
Unfortunately not.
Of course.
Patrick.
Yeah. What is mint tea?
That is incorrect.
Damn it.
Mercer.
I'm gonna pass. I have no idea. I don't even know what that's from. Is that from E2? I don't know. Pass.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
And it's
Tokyo, you should have played.
It's chamomile tea.
Yeah, I would have gotten it.
I thought you only drank green tea.
It wasn't until the last minute that I knew what episode it was from because I kept thinking it was that lady from Picard season 3, the bad guy. That's what it looked like to me. What's her name? The changeling lady. That was a bad guy.
Oh yeah.
And then I realized, that's got to be from E2. So, but yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Jay. What did you say?
All I said was I thought she only drank green tea.
chamomile was her favorite, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Patrick, it is your turn.
Well, I need to have some points back, so let's go with beverages for 300. What is coffee?
I'm afraid
You
not.
want not?
Well, let me clarify.
Oh,
that
it's needed to substitute.
There you go. I'll give you that one.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah,
Even better than coffee.
I don't know what it was called.
Yeah.
I didn't know what it was called, but I was hoping that you would take the quote "even better than coffee" substitute because that's what she called it.
Yeah.
But I don't know what was it specifically called.
Lucky save.
what was it specifically called?
Other than that, I don't know.
Okay, good.
I thought it came from Telex.
Yeah. But that's a funny answer. I like that. Even better than coffee substitute. That episode was from
what is Leola
Cloud?
Juice?
Is that from the Cloud?
Yes, it is. I think so.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite, probably my favorite episode of Voyager. And real quick, my favorite moment from that episode is when the Doctor was trying to get their attention on the screen in the background.
That was funny.
The single funniest moment in the entire series. That's it right there.
All right, Mercer, it's your turn.
I'll take Planets in Enterprise for 300 to break into that category.
United.
Oh, let me think here. I don't know. It could be any one of these. I'm going to pass. Let somebody else grab it.
Jay.
Grab it, Patrick.
Patrick?
You mean pass it?
That's what he did.
Pass.
Was it Corden or Andoria or one of those?
It was Romulus.
Okay.
Indeed. And Brad Wolf, I think you're right about that.
She's deadly without coffee.
She's deadly with coffee.
That's true, too.
She's just deadly.
She's the best. Jay, it's your turn.
TOS actors for 500.
She portrayed Gary Seven's secretary, Roberta Lincoln.
Oh,
I know it.
Who's Terry Garr?
Yeah, you got it.
Very good.
Well done.
It's one of the familiar actors, too.
Wedding ceremonies for 200.
Identify this episode.
All captains have enjoyed the happy privilege of joining together two people in the bonds of matrimony.
Well, that's just the excellent episode Data's Day. What is Data's Day?
You got it.
I want to go to sleep when I hear that.
Yeah, it's the epitome of like awesome TNG that you just want to sleep to with the background.
He could make you fall asleep just talking like this.
What an incredibly long, unbroken sentence.
It was quite hypnotic.
Yes.
It was quite hypnotic. Mercer, your turn.
I'll take Planets in Enterprise for 500. Oh, geez. What are you doing to me? 5 points.
5 points. Okay. You have up to 2,600, and Patrick's right on your heels.
Yeah, I know. 5 points.
All right. 5 points.
Chosen Realm.
Chosen Realm. That was. What is Mockless?
Nice try, but
Rise up.
It's Trianon.
Brianna.
Yeah. No, I thought it was, just couldn't think of it.
Is that the episode where all these little light beings want to take over the crew?
No, that's a different one.
Oh, okay.
That one didn't have a planet, I think.
I thought they mentioned they were going to go to Risa or something there.
Oh, that could have been right.
The Chosen Realm is part of the Zindi arc.
Oh.
Oh.
That's the reason why I didn't know it. I don't like season 3.
Really? I liked it. Overall.
Nope.
I liked it.
1, 2, and 4 is okay, but not 3.
I like the special effects in that season.
I like 3. Jay, it's your turn.
Oh, mine again? TOS actors for 300.
She portrayed Edith Keeler in The City on the Edge of Forever.
The only reason why I can remember is I've been watching Dynasty all week. Who is Joan Collins?
That's right.
Good job.
Well done. Wow, I didn't think it was that much of a delay, but okay.
Repeat second.
Patrick, it's your turn.
Let's go with Planets and Enterprise for 200.
2 days and 2 nights.
I could split my wrist.
Let me think. What was that?
What was I just talking about, Patrick?
Jay, shut up.
Yeah, like I remember.
We're going to mute you, Jay. We're going to mute you right now.
Let him answer. Let him answer.
I'm pulling a Cinnabon.
Did you have an answer, Patrick?
I don't remember, Pat.
Oh, okay.
Mercer.
What is Risa?
Oh, that was God.
There you go.
Son of a gun.
Jay should be disqualified.
Okay, guys, you need to let the player answer, please, when it's his turn.
Yeah.
Not a problem.
All right.
Nice one.
Mercer, it's your turn.
I'll go with planets for 400.
Shadows of a Gem.
Oh. What is Corridon?
Good.
That was a trick question because the title is Pajem.
I would have thought it was Pajem.
No, we're talking about the episode with the breasts. That's the only way I can phrase it.
What?
We're talking about the breast episode because Archer spends half the episode with his face in her breasts.
Oh.
It's like, we're trying to get out of this. We're tied up together. Let's go slam. It's just like half the episode, his face is head first in her breasts. And every time I watch it,
okay.
You got, yeah.
Okay, it's your turn.
Move right along.
Sorry.
TOS actors for 200.
Con.
Yeah.
You don't
Oh,
know this.
God, I can't remember this. Oh, man, this is hard. Give me a second. It was Ricardo Montalban.
I think you got it.
You should have said, "Who is Ricardo Montalban?"
I knew he was going to say that.
That's good.
All right, Patrick.
Oh, yeah.
It's your turn.
Wedding ceremonies for 100.
Yes, Thomas.
That's the one I know.
Identify this episode.
And so we are gathered here today with you, Angela Martine, and you, Robert Tomlinson, in the sight of your fellows, in accordance with our laws and our many beliefs.
The TOS one.
Mm-hmm.
What is Balance of Terror?
That's correct.
Yeah.
Very
Oh,
good.
yeah.
Indeed.
The real, legitimate balance of terror, not the bad remake.
The one we do not speak about.
You do, yeah. Sorry, I mentioned it.
That doesn't exist.
All right, Mercer, it's your turn.
I'll take Home States for 200.
Yeah, Brad Wolf, that's what I wanted to say.
Trip Tucker.
Cumberbatch.
What is Florida?
That's correct.
Although they got the geography wrong, because if he was from Panama City, then he would not have been cut down, but his town would not have been destroyed by the Zindi weapon. But that's
true.
Oh well.
I thought what's his face?
He could have moved.
Yeah, he could. I'm just saying, like, just me being an ass.
Maybe his sister only moved.
Or maybe his sister moved. Jay, it's your turn.
Actors.
He first appeared as a Romulan commander before going on to play Sarek.
Oh. Dang, I'm going blank. I know his first name. What's his name? Oh, who is Mark Leonard?
That's correct.
Very good.
I couldn't think of his last name.
By the way, I will say that was when they recasted him for the reboot. He was my favorite reboot actor, Ben Cross.
Tokyo would disagree with you, I think.
I agree with Tokyo. Of all the people that they recast, Ben Cross was awesome as Sarek. I'm sorry, he only had like a couple scenes, but he was awesome.
I disagree with that. I think McCoy was the best, but Patrick, it's your turn.
Beverages, 100. What is tea, Earl Grey? Hot.
Of course it's hot.
And not
Should have been
decaf.
Darjeeling.
Exactly.
Oh, God, why did he have to order decaf?
All right. Mercer, you get the final clue. Planets and
Yay.
Enterprise for
Planets and
100.
Enterprise. Yay.
The Forge.
What? So I have to name the planet?
Yes,
Oh, okay. What is Vulcan?
that's correct.
Okay. I was gonna name. I was planning it. I had a brain fart for a minute. It's what I was supposed to tell you.
John, when I first read that, I read it as The Force.
Oh, my God.
I had to reread it. It's like, what? The Force? That's the wrong franchise.
I thought he was going to say, I read The Forge like La Forge.
What was that episode with the? Can we have the sign of La Forge, please?
Oh, yeah.
I like that. That's one of my favorite.
Thank God I got out of the hole so I can play Final Jeopardy like I can do anything with it.
Well, you still got a chance because everybody's in play here. All right. I placed the link to Cosmopus in the private chat and consider how much you would like to bet on this category.
Tea, Earl Grey, hot. And by the way, we still have one spot open for round 3. If anybody would like to join us, Tokyo.
Is he still not in?
No, he's not in.
Get your ass over here.
Exactly.
Chat.
I would guess.
What do I hit? Allow section or okay, thanks?
What?
For the cookies?
Cookies?
Allow the cookies, I
He's
think.
enabled.
Yeah. Allow all cookies. Except all cookies or whatever the phrase is.
Munch.
Be a cookie monster, Jay.
Nom, 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 nom.
Do I hit enter?
Yes.
Okay.
You're in. Okay. So as we're waiting, let me run down the scores. Mercer has 4,195 points. Patrick has 2,600 points in second place, and Jay has 500. Go ahead, Jay, and put how much you want to bet. And forgive me, I bought a new keyboard, and it's taking me a little bit of time getting used to it, but I do love this keyboard.
One time my neighbor came up to me with it, because my neighbor's a little older and he doesn't know anything. He came up to me with a keyboard that he found, a computer keyboard. He's like, "Is this the internet?" And I started shaking my head.
All right.
He doesn't know what the internet is.
Let's reveal our clue.
Picard first ordered Earl Grey in this episode, but due to ship-wide malfunctions, the replicator produced a plant instead.
Players, you have 30 seconds. Kapla! Your responses in. Find out who won the game. Jay, you had 500 points. Your response to the clue.
No response, unfortunately.
Now, how much did you wager? All 500. Unfortunately, that takes you down to 0. Patrick, you were in second place with 2,600 points. Your response was?
Contagion. Nicely done.
Well done. And how much did you
I did
wager?
not believe that was correct. Damn.
2,500 points, almost doubling your score. You're at 5,100 and currently in the lead. Mercer, you're in the lead with 4,195 points. And your response was?
It is the one with the Iconian gateway, begins with a C, Contagion. Very thorough and correct.
Very good. And how much was your wager?
Congratulations, Jay, because I couldn't think of the title until the very last note of the music. I couldn't think of the title until literally the last note of the music. Good
well
job,
done, Patrick.
Patrick. I couldn't. I had the title. I just couldn't think of it until the very last note of the music because I'm thinking Conundrum. I always get Conundrum and Contagion mixed up, so I'm like typing furiously. Like I got to keep typing, and maybe I'll get it. Good job.
Nice game.
Good game.
Well done. Well done.
You know what I think? You know what the question I thought you were going to use for that category was when Garrick ordered it. The episode where Garrick said, "Who ordered it?" That's what I thought you were going to do.
Yeah.
Good game, guys. Thank you for
having the beverages category was almost everything different. I had a feeling that this was the final question, indeed.
Yeah.
But then,
well done.
Guessing correctly. Ooh.
I have a question. Contagion. Is that the one where they download the Yamato log?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay.
I like that episode a lot.
I was going to say the one with the Yamato in it, but I knew you wouldn't take that.
Well,
can I go backstage? Can I stay backstage and watch the third round?
Sure.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, cool. I got to charge my phone though, and I got to get a drink. But thank you, Patrick and Bro Jay.
Thank you, Mercer and Jay, of course.
Can you put me back stage, John?
Yeah, we put you backstage.
Yep.
All right.
I did not think that you would only bet 1 point, Mercer. And then with the correct answer.
Yeah, I just wasn't brave enough. I get wimpy with Final Jeopardy because I don't want to. I don't know. I guess I just don't like risking anything. So good job.
Wow.
Thanks, Mercer. We'll go ahead and put you backstage for round 3.
Thank you. That was an awesome game, John. And what's your name, Jeff?
Something like that.
Okay, well, it was an awesome game. Thanks.
Thank you.
And of course, now we're gonna blow it on round number 3.
The final round.
We don't know about that.
Let's welcome up Mikey and Tokyo.
Welcome, Mikey. And Tokyo, it's good to see you, my friend.
Exactly.
Well, don't everyone talk at once. Mikey, you are muted, by the way, if you're trying to talk.
Reports of my death have been greatly exaggerated, but not by much. I feel like crap.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, but we're glad
feel
you're here.
better.
Mikey, are you there? You are muted.
Well, if Mikey's not here, we might be inviting somebody back from an earlier round to join us again.
Mr. VP.
Especially if you have any more Enterprise questions. This is going to be a very fun game.
Or maybe Germ.
Oh, there's Mikey. I think. Mikey?
I'm here.
Oh, there he is.
I'm here.
But
from how far back is he greeting us?
Indeed.
I'm here.
No, that's true.
I'm here. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, this is gonna be cool.
My back.
I was actually going to do something very, very rare and suggest we do a buzzer game.
What's
but
my second delay?
Not with Mikey's internet connection. You won't get his buzz for like 6 questions in and 20 minutes later.
You're probably right.
No.
No.
I think
That's
this was
not how
about
you
5
say it.
minutes ago when Mikey was talking in his he was muted, so all that audio has actually been captured.
That's not how you say it. You go, oh, no. Sorry.
Okay, I'm back.
That's good. So hopefully we won't have any technical problems during this round.
I hope not.
Ooh, we'll
I hope
try.
not too.
Well, gentlemen, are you ready to begin?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, let's do it. Let's play Jeopnerdy.
First category is TOS vessels. Next, backed by popular demand, is Cisco yelling at people.
There we go.
You identified the episode. The visual category is flowers.
Crap.
Yeah. Congratulations, Patrick.
Thank you.
Hometowns. I'm going to name the character. You tell me the town. And finally, planets in the Orville.
Oh, Mercer, I bet you hate this now. You should have won the game.
You should have bet more last game, Mercer.
Oops, I cost him his question.
Mercer loves the Orville, as do I and John. But
I also like it, but knowing it, All
right, Patrick, returning champion, you get to go first.
That's very difficult to hear. No. Let's go with flowers for 300.
Name the flower.
Oh, damn. Is this the one that he named after Tuvok? But what was it named? Pass. Damn. Not a
Mikey.
great start.
Mikey.
I don't know how you can tell he planned from this. Pass. Pass.
Tokyo.
Will you take orchid as an answer?
What?
I want to be a little bit more specific.
What is a Tuvok orchid?
You got it.
Thank you, Patrick, for the hint.
Yeah, you're welcome. I couldn't even remember orchid, so.
Well done, Tokyo. Mikey, it's your turn.
Not working. Okay.
Wait for it. Mikey?
I mean, I really hate. Okay. All right. Yeah. Can you hear me? Okay. Yeah.
You're
Hometowns.
way behind
Yeah.
us.
Hometowns for 100.
Okay.
Okay. Hometowns for 100.
Benjamin Sisko.
Okay. What is New Orleans, Louisiana?
Very good.
Mispronounced. It's New Orleans. It's actually New Orleans, Louisiana.
New Orleans. I got it. I don't use words.
You got it. Tokyo, my friend, it's your turn.
Hometowns for 3.
Yeah, I got it.
Catherine Janeway.
Janeway is from Indiana, and I know this one too. Janeway is from. Why is this escaping me? This is why I need to retire, because I can't remember her dang town in Indiana, and everybody's screaming at their computers and breaking that up. What is Bloomington? Yeah, what is Bloomington, Indiana?
Bingo.
Yeah.
Was that a dramatic pause, John?
Yeah. Murderville. Mr. Piss is like Murderville. Yep.
Good, Mr. Vice President.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Her house address is 187. The penal code for murder.
My goodness. You're all brutal. Brutal. Patrick, it's your turn.
Not as brutal as Janeway.
Let's go for...
Janeway's the best.
TOS vessels for 100.
Janeway's from
100.
Mm-hmm.
The vessel belonging to this species that attacked Cestus 3 didn't correspond to any configuration that the Enterprise crew was familiar with.
I really need to do something about my TOS skills. To this species. Round 2 was my round. It's not coming to me. Pass.
Mikey.
Damn.
Mikey, are you there? Take that as a pass, Tokyo.
Who were the cannon, Gorn?
Exactly right.
Those were the Gorn, of course. Yep.
Yeah, that was the Gorn vessel.
Should have
Yeah.
remembered that. Should have remembered that.
One and only.
Well, I did, but it didn't get to me. That's okay.
It did, and I even asked you twice. All right, Mikey, it's your turn.
I'm sorry. Okay. TOS vessel for 200.
Since the nature of this vessel precluded the possibility of easy access to its control mechanisms, Kirk had to devise a more explosive solution.
Yeah, it's a TOS for 200.
Signal is repeating.
TOS vessels for 200.
Don't you think I know that?
This is brutal.
It was, but not anymore.
Give him another
I guess
20,
that's
10 seconds.
John?
well. I mean, I guess
What was the U.S. constellation? What was
it is incorrect.
the USS
All right, Tokyo.
Ooh, thank you for guessing that one,
Constitution.
because that was what my answer was going to be. Pass.
Patrick?
No pass.
No one got this.
Nope.
This is my favorite episode. Oh my God. My favorite
Planet
episode of
Killer.
TOS.
Yeah, that did not register as a ship in my mind.
Wording on that is kind of iffy, because you said vessels, and technically Mikey would have been correct because Kirk couldn't get to the bridge either.
Yes, but that was a specific quote from Spock from the episode.
Yep.
So it was iffy wording, but just by the writers, not by John.
Oh, well, then I'll go dig up the graves of those who wrote that episode and scream at them for that. Families might not be happy about that, but I
Try that again.
do it anyway. Like Mr. VP.
All right. Tokyo.
I'm
Tokyo,
sorry,
it's your turn.
I had to reset. Yeah, I'm
That's
sorry.
okay.
I had to reset. Sorry about that.
I will take hometowns for 2.
Hikaru Sulu.
What is San Francisco?
He was born there.
Yep. It doesn't look all that different. It does today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Patrick, it's your turn.
Yeah.
Let's try flowers for 200. Data's Day, yay. What kind of flower is that? What? Oh man, come on. Am I this stupid? What's a dandelion? I know it's incorrect, but
Unfortunately not.
no.
Mikey? Mikey?
What is the white
What's a
carnation? Carnation?
That is correct.
Nice, Mike.
The white carnation.
Very good.
Oh yeah. There you go.
Didn't even know that.
And
Well, I've
it is
been
your
to 3
turn, Mikey.
weddings.
Well, that would help.
And Indy has a question here.
Yes, I would have accepted Doomsday Machine
Let's
as an
try
answer for
flowers
that
for
one.
100.
All right. Flowers for 100.
100 flowers. Yes. Ah. What is the pink carnation, or like a pink rose?
Well, which answer are you going with?
That's what I said.
Mikey. Which of the two?
Pink carnation or pink rose?
Yeah, which one? You have to pick one.
Yeah,
Which
I
of the
said pink rose or pink carnation.
Which of those two are you picking? Pick one of those two.
I'm sorry, pink rose. It's a pink rose. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Tokyo.
Yeah, hometowns for 4.
Spock.
Let's see. Spock was born on Mount Salea, but what jurisdiction is that in?
Well, I'm looking for the town where he grew up.
Yeah, the jurisdiction where he grew up in is from TAS. I do not remember too much of yesteryear. Pass.
Patrick?
Yeah, a TAS episode that I did see, but a long time ago.
Yeah, same boat.
Yesteryear
of hell.
Pass.
Mikey?
Yeah, I know it's on the tip. It's on the tip of. Damn it! I know he.
Sirach. It's not within Sirach City. Takar?
It was Shikar.
Shikar.
Yeah, I can't get it. Oh, sorry. Pass.
Shikar. The same name as Kira's resistance cell.
Shikar.
Yeah.
Sounds very similar, yes.
All right, Patrick, it's your turn.
Let's go with Cisco yelling at people for 100.
Yes!
Identify this episode.
You can't tell me that ball was over the plate. What were you doing? Regenerating? Caught the outside corner.
Yeah.
But what is the name of that one?
Probably the only one I'll get.
Let me think. Oh man, come on, the title. What is Niners?
Afraid not.
What?
Mikey.
Oh, that was the name of the team. Damn it.
Mikey. Tokyo.
Niners?
Take me out to the Hollow Suites.
Nicely done.
That's it.
It was indeed the name of the team. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the team.
Yeah. Duh.
Every Brooks pretends to know about baseball.
Moogie.
Moogie.
All right. Mikey, it's your turn. Mikey.
Logic suggests that it might be time to consider bringing in Mr. Vice President.
That might.
The logical suggestion. Are you there, Mikey? So we're having some issues that we're going to bring in the vice president to pinch it for you. Okay, I guess that answers that question.
Thank you for allowing me to sub in. However, I'm going to offer it to Musa because of the...
No. If you do, I'm out. No.
Well, thanks for the offer, Mr. VP, but since you've been waiting in the back for a while, I figure we'll give you the fill-in spot.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. And, yeah... Sorry, Mikey, about your comm problems. I think we need to get you a new subspace relay station.
Yep.
It might help.
With a new phase inverter.
Something.
Right.
It is your turn, Mr. Vice President.
Okay. Cisco yelling at people for 200, please.
Identify this episode.
You don't know what any of this is about, do you? You work here. You see these people every day, how they live, and you just don't get it.
What is Far Beyond the Stars?
That is incorrect.
Tokyo.
Oh, wow.
Sorry.
That would have been my guess.
It's the other Benny Russell episode. No, that was at Cisco. Pass.
Patrick.
What is Image in the Sand?
That is incorrect. Damn. That was not actually Benny Russell. That was from Past Tense.
And technically, Benny Russell would not be Cisco.
That's
also true.
Okay. Fair.
Sorry, Mooser, I lost some of your points. I mean, not Mooser, Mikey.
And Tokyo, it is your turn.
Let's finish the hometowns.
Sergeant Kemper.
Oh, there you go, Mr. President. I'm going to pass in your honor because I don't know.
Of course,
Patrick.
But I'm in between, so I need to dig my out of this hole. But well, let's do it, Mr. President. Pass.
Mr. Vice President.
Damn Kenan show.
Can I pass, but then do a joke answer?
Sure.
Of course.
What's your joke answer?
What is Stupidville for not being a Marine instead of a stupid maker?
Sarasota, right?
No, nice try.
250 bucks.
So you know that he still had a lot of Duluth in his inflections.
Minnesota.
Okay.
That was from the first episode of season 3 then.
Indeed.
Right. Patrick.
Cisco yelling for 300.
300. Okay.
Everyone loves Cisco.
Identify this episode.
Now I know it's hot, we're filthy, tired, and we've got 10 isotons of explosives going off outside. But we will never get out of this if we don't pull it together and start to act like professionals.
What's the battle for AR-558?
That is incorrect.
Mr. Vice President.
What is civil defense?
That is also incorrect.
Tokyo.
I'm going to give the wrong answer to this just so Mercer can freak out because I know he knows this answer. What is the ship?
That is correct.
Oh, wow. That was a guess.
That was a good guess.
It was.
Good guess. All right.
Is it the alternate reality? Mirror world?
And Mr. Vice President, it is your turn.
Sorry, Mikey, I got into the negatives. Cisco yelling at people for 400.
400.
Specialty explosive.
Identify this episode.
Is he a changeling? No. Is he a being with 7 lifetimes of experience? No. Is he a wormhole alien? No. He's just a man like me. And he beat me.
Huh? Cisco really lost the plot in this episode. Pass.
Tokyo.
What is for the uniform?
Exactly.
Oh, that...
He's talking about Michael Eddington.
Michael Eddington.
Beat the crap out of him 6 times over.
Yeah, and that's when he becomes a terrorist.
You betrayed your uniform.
So did Cisco.
Did he?
He's just one step behind Janeway's lunacy.
Wow.
I wouldn't put him behind Janeway. I would put him ahead of Janeway. Complicit in the assassination of a government official and bioterrorism in that same episode we were talking about just now.
But
Yeah, I agree.
He's worse than Janeway.
Thank you, Tokyo. I agree.
He is the pimp of the Federation, and the Defiant is his pimp hand. Orville for 1, please, because if I talk anymore, it's delay game.
Okay. Orville for 1.
Name the planet from Identity, Part 1.
What is Kalon?
That's correct.
Well done. Well done. Patrick, it's your turn.
Planets for 2.
Jaloja.
What is Muckless?
Very good.
I should have gone with this category.
And Mr. Vice President.
I'll go with the friend and go planets for 3.
Home.
What is no pass. I'm gonna mix it up.
Tokyo.
Wow. I can't picture which episode this was. Pass.
Patrick?
What is Celea?
That's correct.
That's it.
Well done.
That's
Celea,
what I was
that's
gonna
right,
get. That's what I was gonna get.
Amara Sayonara episode.
But I thought to myself, that can't be right because that's too close to Mount
Good job,
Celea. Good job, Patrick.
That was well done.
Okay,
Tokyo,
let's
it's your
get
turn.
Orville 4.
Command performance.
Command performance. Pass.
Patrick?
Oh, yay. I'm gonna kick to my head, but I'm gonna pass.
Mr. Vice President.
I'm gonna pass also.
You might better know that episode is the one with the Caliban Zoo.
Luckily, I passed. I would have said Earth.
I'm really kicking myself for not getting Celea, but well done, Patrick.
And you. Patrick, it is your turn.
Planets for 5.
Mortality paradox.
Mortality paradox. And here it goes to crap again. What is Earth?
I'm afraid not.
Nah, that's too easy.
Mr. Vice President.
I can't think of which episode this is, so I'm gonna have to pass.
I can understand why you would think it's Earth if this is the
Tokyo.
episode I'm thinking of, but it is a pass.
I accidentally took the points away from me, but I gave them back to you, Mr. Vice President.
I thought it was Naran 1.
What episode was that?
Don't remember that one.
That's
Wasn't
the
that-
episode when the aliens from the planet that keeps blinking in and out of time.
Oh, yeah.
Near-death experiences.
Oh, so it was that one.
That wasn't Randall.
Yeah, that was the Randall episode.
That was Randall.
Yes.
That was the episode I was thinking of. I can see why you think it was Earth.
Can someone read that one from Randall, please?
He says, mortality paradox. Only way to stop Janeway is to kill her, but you can't kill her because she has her immortality juice. Coffee.
We know this
There you
is. We know this to be true if you've seen Coda.
I like it, Brandon. I like it.
Not even the death aliens could take Janeway.
Nope.
All right, Mr. Vice President.
TOS planet, TOS vessels, sorry, for 3.
Upon approaching the edge of the galaxy, the Enterprise discovered a disaster recorder which had been ejected from this ship 200 years previously.
No, pass.
Tokyo?
What is the Valiant?
That's correct.
Well done, Tokyo.
Indeed,
And
well
it's
done.
Tokyo's turn.
TOS Vessels 4.
Early in his career, Kirk was assigned to this starship bearing the registry NCC 1371.
I believe that was D. What is the USS Republic?
That would be the one.
Well done, Tokyo.
Indeed. I would have guessed the Farragut.
1700
So
series.
would
And that would have been incorrect.
And maybe you'll get this one right. Patrick, it's your turn.
Flowers for 4.
Before I took over, I was screaming at the screen going, carnation, but
All right, Patrick, you are in negative territory, but we will allow you to bet up to 1,000.
Let's go for the original 400.
400.
So I'll just let you know there are two possible answers for this one. I will accept either one.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, and I'm the only one that can make a guess, so. What are pink Alvadian tulips? No, I don't know.
Good efforts. That flower is known as either Gertrude or Beauregard, depending on who you ask.
Wow. Didn't know that, so learned again.
Mr. VP.
5505.
High risk or high risk?
yeah. Just because we love it so much. Just go yelling at people.
Identify this episode.
This entire operation has been a waste of resources, men, and equipment. The blame lies with the man who ordered the mission in the first place, not the man who tried to carry it out.
The siege of AR 358. What is the siege of AR 358?
Unfortunately not.
Okay.
Tokyo?
This is the. I'm going to give a big clue if I'm right. This is the episode where Martok becomes Chancellor. Pass. I just don't remember that one.
Patrick?
What is the Way of the Warrior?
Unfortunately not.
Nah.
Tokyo was on the right track. That was tacking into the wind.
Yeah, because he's talking to Worf, because Worf was, I guess, whining that they went on yet another mission that turned up nothing and many people died, and he was trying to convince Worf to change the government leadership, get rid of Gowron because he sucked.
Yeah, your hint was good, but just knowing episode titles is not my strongest suit.
Yeah, I didn't remember the name of that episode.
I had a lot of luck in the last round because I studied, but not for these categories.
One thing I do know for certain, though, is that Mercer was about to throw a drink at the computer screen because nobody was getting the answer. He knew it.
Tokyo, it's your turn.
Let's destroy the last toss vessel.
This stolen space cruiser was regrettably destroyed when Dr. Severin and his followers attempted to evade capture by the Enterprise.
Ah, good question. Pass. I don't remember.
Patrick.
Pass.
Mr. Vice President.
Pass.
They were attempting to move on to Eden in the Aurora.
Not that space hippie episode.
Yeah.
And Thomas is probably screaming at the computer now too. That's his favorite episode, right, Thomas?
Really?
I believe so. That sounds like you like it.
Patrick, you get the last clue.
Yeah, let's go for it. TAS, yeah. No, pass. Don't know it.
Mr. Vice President.
Pass.
Who are you calling a Herbert Omnicast?
Tokyo.
I'm going to pass, but I'm going to also joke answer. What is the bukkake flower?
It's not quite.
So crazy.
It was a Capellan flower.
What was your answer, Tokyo? I didn't.
You don't want to know. I'm not repeating it. It's not for kids.
Can you repeat it?
Let's just say
it
squeezes it squirts out, and people go nuts.
Oh, okay.
I will not repeat it.
But Final Jeopardy for one person.
This will be my second time.
And you said you should retire.
Crap! Now I have to come back next week.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Why don't you? Why?
Then I can finally sit out.
Why do you doubt yourself?
Shame on you,
Tokyo?
Thomas. That's just mean. Maybe Cinnabon was right. You are mean.
What does a hoobit mean? I don't get it.
I think you're going to have to rewatch Way to Eden, Mr. President. Excuse me, Mr. Vice President.
Okay. Oh,
All right,
do I really have to? It's awful.
Tokyo, I don't know if you just want to play this straight without the
Yeah, let's
Cosmo
just play
Buzz.
straight. We don't have to do.
All right.
We won't do the backstage. We don't have to.
Category is calendar systems.
One.
How much are you going to bet?
One.
One?
Yeah, I'm going to bet something. I can't bet zero because zero is the cowardly way out. So I'm going to say one.
All right. For 1
If I know it,
point.
I'm 1 point richer. If I don't.
In this episode, Worf recorded a Rotarian combat log for the 53rd day in the year of Kalis, 999.
I'm going to go mute. Hold on.
By the way, you had 30 seconds. Player. Applause.
Did you say that for a little bit more enthusiasm?
Well, it's just one player. Come on.
What is Children of the Empire?
Oh, you were close, but not quite. It was actually soldiers.
Soldiers of the. I keep getting that wrong.
All right. Well, it doesn't matter.
Nicely done, Tokyo.
Congratulations, Tokyo. You are the champion.
Congratulations.
Q Queen.
From an epic
Well done.
win
Well
beating
done.
Mercer to a complete cluster.
Sometimes that happens. It happens to the best of players.
This is the second time this has happened to me, anyway.
I'll say I'm already glad that I have have two sessions with points. So it's already better than I even had thought last week.
Boy, you won a round in your second week. That's pretty good.
Yeah,
that's true.
That's completely mind blowing.
Did well.
That's mind
Did
blowing.
well.
Yeah, your streak has yet to begin, but you will take off. You'll take off probably in the next week or two. Keep at it.
Oh, yeah.
You did a good show that second game.
I want to talk in the conversation period, but I need to take a break and be right back while I push myself up in the chair. But I will be back.
Sounds good.
Okay.
See you, Mr. Veep.
You should have just made every category who's still yelling at people. Just like the whole game should have just been Cisco yelling at people.
You're breaking up, Mercer.
Yeah, I think whatever's interfering with Mikey is interfering with you pretty bad.
All right, let me read.
Sound like you're talking into a fan.
Or as they say in Japanese, we are aliens. I don't know why they do that. We are aliens.
Well, welcome, Omnicast.
Welcome. Thank you. A little bit late today. Stuck at work again, but thank you. It was a fun game. Nice to watch.
Hello, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Yes.
Better.
Hopefully,
I'm sorry.
Hopefully next week you can play Omnicast.
That's guaranteed. I'm not missing this 2 weeks in a row. Absolutely not. This is too much fun.
Subtitle.
Hi, Norma.
Subtitle. Tokyo's going down.
Don't say that. Come on, man. You did great. You were unchallenged in Final Jeopardy. Come on.
You did play very well.
Yeah.
It's true.
Well, humble about that. Thank you. I can't believe it took me almost the entire time to remember Bloomington, Indiana.
But you got it, though.
Oh, I'm ashamed. It was only the 300.
You shouldn't.
It's just
that.
I'll tell you what. To me, getting that wrong would have been as bad as missing in the pale moonlight.
Like you did 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
Okay.
I sealed my fate.
The most challenging questions for me was remembering that girl's name, Pamela, and then and also the one with conundrum or.
I've run around just like you, Patrick.
Hey, everybody. How's it going?
Hey, Indy. What's up?
Indy. It's good to see you.
Thank you.
Hello, Indy.
How are you doing?
Oh, my gosh. We got the Brady Trek here. This is the Trek bunch.
Yeah.
Look who's in the middle.
So I wanted to, you guys were talking about Where No Man Has Gone Before, and I think I know why they picked it as the first episode to air. It really gives you a quick glance at who Kirk is, who McCoy is, who Spock is, and who Uhura is. And it's got a Western theme to it, which is what the studios wanted. So I think that's probably why they decided to pick that to air first.
But
because
didn't
you do
the Man Trap air first?
I think you mean the Man Trap.
Yes, the Man Trap. That's what I
Oh, the
meant.
Man Trap.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, because you do get Kirk, right, and he's like,
I think it's because that's phasers in it.
He's a good captain. You know, he's kind of decent to Darnell when Darnell puts his foot in his mouth. McCoy, who is kind of an old country doctor, you get that with the depressor. And Uhura is a little bit of a romantic, but she's also a decent communications officer. She's at the navigation station, and Spock is very logical. So you get all that in a very quick time frame.
It's true.
Yeah, that's a good point, Andy.
Well, I would got that naked. I would say naked time, John, and I knew I didn't say one. But the reason I was saying it was because in Where No Man's Gone Before, Gary Lockwood went on to do 2001: Space Odyssey. So, you know, I could have placed it and then said, you know, what the answer was, you know, in the fifth one. So.
Mr. Vice President.
I just want to. Well, I want to say hi to everyone, of course, but I want to especially say
Hi, Mr. Vice President.
But I want to especially say. Thanks, Mikey. I want to especially say hi to Indy because we haven't seen you for quite a while, Indy. So glad you could join us and hope you're doing well.
Thank you, sir. I am doing well. New video dropped. So I saw 2001: A Space Odyssey a few weeks ago in the theater.
Oh, wow, cool.
So similar to my Forbidden Planet episode from last year where I got to see that in the movie theater. So
cool.
Nice.
Very
What is it,
cool.
like the 55th anniversary or something?
well, there's a couple of theaters in the area that show classic movies.
Yeah,
Okay.
I see it. Yeah, I see it too. Was 2001. It was very.
That sounds really cool, and yeah, I wish we had a theater like that.
I'm hoping that they re-release
Oh, yeah, we can see it.
Interstellar next year for the 10th anniversary.
I think they're re-releasing it this year.
In IMAX?
I think they're
On
re-releasing it this year.
IMAX, yeah. I saw it on IMAX. It was
No reaction this time.
I think they're re-releasing it this year.
Are they?
Yeah.
I saw it in a real IMAX, like the big,
That's what I did too.
gigantic. Yeah, it was amazing back then.
Oh, yeah.
When it first came out. I didn't understand the
Fantastic.
movie. I mean, I left there scratching my head. I had to watch it 3 more times afterwards to get it. But
every time I watched the film, I gained something new about it.
Right.
Wow.
Well, I hope they remaster the sound though, because there are maybe it's just the medium I've been watching it on, but every time I watch it, the music is too loud compared to the dialogue.
I just had a stupid thought. What if they actually made a remix with Jerry Goldsmith's score for
November.
Motion Picture?
Oh,
November. They're re-releasing it in November.
Interesting.
This year. In
I
IMAX.
had, I had a similar problem with Oppenheimer. There were a lot of scenes where it was extremely loud.
Yeah.
Where it didn't necessarily have to be, I don't think. I mean, clearly the bomb drop, you want that, but there's other places in the movie where it's so loud.
I haven't.
Jeff, I
seen
put the link down in the corner.
Oh, thank you.
I haven't seen Oppenheimer yet, but it's on my list of things to watch. Andy, you were talking about Mantrap and why you believe it was released first. And I think you've got good points. I'm just wondering, what is your favorite TOS episode?
My favorite TOS episode?
Yeah.
So before I tell you, I've got 5 rules that I grade by, right?
Okay.
And so the Doomsday
CHF.
Machine
Yes.
gets most of them, right?
Yeah.
First rule is performance by guest star.
Yep.
Interesting.
And William Wyndham just clearly, of all the great actors on the show, Wyndham just takes it.
What about Cyrano Jones? Cyrano Jones is the best guest star. Kirk, friend Kirk. Come on, you can't beat this.
Top level acting there, right? Yeah, Juilliard.
One of the rules is the Scotty rule, in which Scotty says in Bread and Circuses, this may do nothing, or it may just show somebody what a starship can really do. Doomsday Machine, these ships are being tore apart by this Doomsday Machine. But I mean, it's taken a heavy beating.
Yes, Cyrano Jones and Alex very much great character.
Hang on, Mikey. Hang on, Mikey.
Then
That was Mikey from about 5 minutes ago.
Yeah. Then there's interaction between the main 3. And then there's interaction between a main character and minor character. So you get that with Scotty and Kirk, or Kirk and Montgomery, right? Is it Montgomery who's with him? John. So
something like that.
and then there's so there's those rules. So I can't remember what the 4th one is, but it's like that's how I judge. So Doomsday Machine knocks it out of the park.
I thought you were going to guess. Yeah, I thought you were going to say the episode Jaloja was going to be your favorite TOS episode.
Jaloja's going to feel good in about 5 minutes.
Remember, what's his name? He has to introduce her to Open Arms and some red wine and Open Arms, and it'll be great.
Yeah. So, yeah.
journey. What does that mean?
Cassius.
Traveling?
Yeah.
Oh, great story. Great story is the last one. If it's it can be terrible effects, but if the story is fantastic, I love it.
On a serious note, with what you're saying, Indy, I was on the Penske podcast, which is another Star Trek podcast, and the guy was saying they were saying that like, although people love City on the Edge of Forever, it's not really a Star Trek episode. I mean, it is obviously, but they like to go for episodes that feel like they have more Star Trek ingredients. So the guy there said his favorite episode for similar reasons, not exactly like it doesn't fit all of your qualifications, but his favorite episode is Balance of Terror because it's something that you can only do in like it really is the best of Star Trek at that time in many ways. I'm not saying it's necessarily better than Doomsday Machine, but it's way like neck and neck in some ways. It's just a suspenseful episode that
Very good
really
episode.
expands the lore of Star Trek, whereas like episodes like City on the Edge of Forever, they kind of are dilemmas more like Twilight Zone, Earthbound dilemmas. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I'm trying to phrase what I'm trying to say, but it's not really Star Trek in the sense that you're out there in space doing Star Trek stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And
So like
and
it's
Mercer,
similar to what you were saying.
Yeah. Mercer, I was about to bring up Balance of Terror, and it absolutely is top tier Star Trek.
Corbomite Maneuver's up there too, I would
I'm
say.
gonna throw one out there too, guys. A Taste of Armageddon.
Ultimate Computer is
Good
my
one.
favorite because I only discovered it a couple of years ago, and I really loved it. Ultimate Computer is a very good freaking
I am great. You are great.
I love that show. I love that episode because you don't think the way that the machine is thinking, but if you can kind of get that M5 doesn't think the starships in the surprise attack at the beginning. He doesn't think the humans are a threat, right? But then they come across another computer-controlled ship, and he attacks it. And then in the last battle, it's like, wait, M5, we don't think of the Woden as a threat, but M5 sees a threat in the Woden and then makes the logical leap to humans are just other computers running starships. That's why he attacks the starships with full force at the end.
Yeah, that's
interesting.
It's a next level episode. Some of these episodes are amazing. Like all of the episodes that we just mentioned were great.
My two favorite episodes have always been Mud and His Women, and I'm Mud. Anything with Roger C. Carmel was hilarious, and it was awesome. It was awesome. I'm telling you, he was the most underrated actor. And then, of course, when he did TAS episode also, and I was like, that was him. And I was like, oh my God, Mud, so cool. I wanted to be Mud's buddy, man. I would have kicked Kirk's ass. I would have had one of the androids.
Or maybe one of my androids can fix my internet connection.
The rest
Maybe.
Uhura, what's happened? Transmission jammed at the source, Captain.
What has happened? Android.
We would you guys rank?
I don't know where you get that, Simon.
Brain and brain.
Steve's laughing at me.
We would you rank Spacey among
Brain? What is Brain?
Yeah, Space Seed's up
I
there.
can
That's
imitate
top
her,
three
you know,
for
like,
anybody.
Brain,
right?
Brain. What is Brain? I don't know Brain.
I don't know if it would be in my top 3, but definitely top 10.
Top. All right, that's up there. Yeah, that's. I mean, if you look at some of the best Star Trek original series episodes, it's season 1. I mean, it has the most of them, I would say. Right? I mean, there's a couple in 2 and 3. It's just falling apart. But I mean, there's so many good
3.
ones. Yeah.
3 actually has 2 of my favorites.
Which ones?
The Enterprise incident and
Okay.
the Tholian Web.
Colleen Webb is very good. That was
Two good
a
ones.
good one. Yeah.
I agree. And All Our Yesterdays as well.
Mr. Atos?
All Our Yesterdays is really quite good.
Yes.
Well, the episode
Yeah.
involving the library, so it's excellent. On
When they go back to Earth, yeah, All Our
That's true,
Yesterdays.
John. That's true,
Yeah.
John.
What was it called? The
Yeah,
Atavachron? What was that thing called again?
The Atavachron.
Yeah,
I love how
Atavachron.
Spock was like intrigued by the name. He's like interesting
I thought
nomenclature.
it's called the Omicron.
It's great.
And I don't remember if it's season 3 or not, but Requiem
Yeah,
for
I had it.
Methuselah.
That was.
Oh, it's called Requiem for the Martians.
Yeah, about Flint. About Flint.
It's a Flint, yeah.
Yeah.
It's called Requiem for the Martians.
The Martians.
Might be confused there, Mercer.
Now, did you ever see the movie Free Enterprise where the girlfriend thought that's what the episode was called?
No, can't say that I did.
You got to see Free Enterprise. If you've never seen it, got to watch it. But the guy's girlfriend thought the episode was called Requiem for the Martians. That movie has has William Shatner in it. It's a great movie.
Mr. Vice President.
Waiting to say something.
Could someone remind me what the plot is for Requiem for Methuselah? I can't place it.
So there's an outbreak of Rigelian fever on the Enterprise, and they go to what they think of as an uninhabited planet to mine Ritalin, which is the cure. When they come across this guy and his robot, and over the episode, Kirk and Spock and McCoy find out slowly that this guy is hiding something. He has a young girl living with him, and Kirk is falling in love with her. And it turns out she's an android.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. But the idea of Flint as an immortal human being, just there's something about that just gets me.
Yeah, fair enough. And Cook's so heartbroken that Spock mind spells with him and makes him forget.
Mm-hmm.
The same one?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm thinking of one of my friends has never seen any Star Trek, and I'm thinking of showing Doomsday Machine for the reasons you guys have suggested.
Yeah, Balance
Good
of
choice.
Terror would be a good one. Doomsday Machine would be good. A Taste of Armageddon.
Yeah.
I love Kirk's speech at the end from A Taste of Armageddon.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
There's
We're not going to kill today.
Does he?
Yeah.
City on the
That's
Edge.
true.
City on the Edge of Forever would be good.
So neat and painless.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
I think after a few episodes, Amok Time would be good as well.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Tribbles.
Yeah, once you get
Tribbles.
to know Spock, that would be a great episode. Where No Man Has Gone Before, love that episode.
Hey,
It was like the one with the spores, Paradise Lost or whatever.
Paradise Syndrome.
No, that's the one with the Indians. I'm talking about the other
No.
side of Paradise.
Oh,
This
that's
side
right.
of Paradise.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I really like that episode. I think it's fun.
I don't think
Yeah.
so, Jim.
Yeah. I don't think so, sir.
I just like. I don't want to. I just don't want to.
Report to the ship immediately. I don't think so, Jim.
And I love Bones when he's just having julep and he's just hanging out, chilling.
Why did his accent get so thick, though? Why did he go from having a normal accent to like a thick southern
He's a country doctor.
drawl? Okay.
He's a country doctor. He's always
All
been
right.
that way.
And he's got one of the best lines in that where he says to Sandoval.
You want to see how fast I can put you in a hospital?
Yeah. I love
Sandoval.
I love that episode. It's so much, and I love how like Kirk makes fun of Spock, and he's like, "You're a half elven imitator" or something like that. The fact that he calls him half elven is just hilarious.
Yeah. We should be sitting on a cold stool.
And something
You know what? You
And
know
I love the fake
what
the
made me
fake
laugh?
circuit board under the ship. Like under the console, there's like a wooden circuit board.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
I
know,
like when
you know what
Kirk
made me
becomes
laugh
the
was
android.
Terry
And-
Garr was Terry Garr in all our yesterdays, who plays plays that great secretary. Good stuff. I love that.
Gary 7. What are little girls
I
made
miss
of
Terry
when
Garr.
Kirk becomes
She
the
was
android
very
and he
funny.
remembers
A
how he's the dog?
comedian and actress. Yeah, Roberta Lincoln. She was great. No, I loved her in that. I really did.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, I'm going to speaking of
That's
great
in my top
episodes, I'm
five
going
easily.
to go
Of
Jaloja
episodes.
and sign off. Thank you, gentlemen, for the game.
Oh, thanks for playing.
See you later,
Thank you for
Tokyo.
joining us.
I'll see you next
See
week,
you,
Tokyo.
Tokyo.
We'll
Yep,
see you
and-
next week, Champion Tokyo.
Next
Yes.
week you should
Either
call your
Yeah,
ship
see you
New
next
York.
week, Tokyo. I'm retiring, but you can play.
I should rejoin
Yeah,
the
it doesn't
game. I was undefeated.
But anyway, I gotta
for
go, guys. I'll
six
catch you guys next week.
episodes.
See you later, Tokyo.
Thank you, Tokyo.
Wow.
Hi, Tokyo.
Take care.
For,
Good
for
night,
like
everybody in chat.
six games. I should rejoin.
Yeah.
Good night, Tokyo, guys.
Yeah.
We'd love to have you on the show, Indy. You're always
Indy.
welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, Indy, I'm starting after this week, so you should definitely rejoin. You should definitely rejoin. Yeah.
Let's see. Well, yeah, that's cool. So, what is anybody else doing? What's a question of Trek, guys? What are you guys doing?
We're on a hiatus right now. We're coming back in November with another season. We are in the middle of producing another animated
Season
skit.
of what?
A Question of Trek.
Yeah, but what season? I mean, what
Oh,
Star
season.
Trek?
Oh, it's not a specific season of Star Trek. It's our season. Was it season 5 now?
Are you gonna come up with different sci-fi movies, Jeff? You could do that, you know.
We have had we've had specials on other sci-fi franchises.
Yeah, they just did
Okay.
the Doctor Who one.
Which one haven't you done yet?
The Robinson.
Which one haven't you done yet? Oh,
Quite a few. Quite a few.
Or
that's a
actually,
good question.
that's been a while since you had that. I just saw it again.
We had the Doctor Who. We had Buffy. We had what else did we do? Trying to think now.
Stargate?
No, we haven't had
Do
Stargate.
Highwayman.
Highwayman.
Highwayman for one season. Do the
That's
Highwayman. I was in 3 episodes.
That's pretty obscure.
Yeah, the Highwayman from 1987. Sam
I don't know.
Santaka.
I don't know if
Do
that
that
would
one.
draw. I don't know if that would draw the people in.
I don't know if our audience has a whole lot of highwaymen experts.
Right,
Yeah.
It's
Mr.
sci-fi,
Mr.
but
Vice
it's a
President.
sci-fi series.
That's true, but not a lot of people know of it.
I've never heard of it. I was gonna ask.
I acted in it. I was an extra in it for 3.
We understand. We understand that, Mikey. Mr. Vice President.
I was going to say, when you talked about other franchises other than Star Trek, I was going to ask you whether you have had a Babylon 5 special.
No, we've not done Babylon 5, and Simon Higgins is right. We did have a Star Wars crossover.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Indy?
If you're gonna do Babylon 5, you need to go back to the original series because they're set in the same time frame.
Well,
It's
they
like
are,
2260.
Have
it's
you
like the
done?
2260s
Have you done
in
Battlestar
Coke.
Galactica?
No,
They-
we've not done BSG.
they are, but the technology portrayal is very different.
That's true, Mr. Vice President.
Yeah.
But I will say Stargate
Yeah.
came up. We had a crossover cartoon animated skit with SG-1. which was fun.
That was funny.
Yeah, it
I
was
love
good.
your animated skits on that show. I think they're a lot
Jeff,
of fun.
have you
All the
done
animations
Oh,
I've
yeah.
seen.
Battlestar Galactica
Oh,
yet?
yes.
Have you done Battlestar?
No, Mikey, we've not done BSG.
Of course,
Mr. Vice President.
John
I'm
is
just gonna-
John, you're
I'm
very prolific with the videos.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, Mr. VP.
I'm just gonna ask a request if Battlestar Galactica comes up, could we please not have any spoilers from season 3 onwards of the reimagining? Because I
Not on this
still
show.
can-
We're talking about A Question of Trek.
I know, but I'm just wondering if people start talking about it here because we're bringing it up.
Okay,
I
gotcha.
just don't want to, because I was really hoping to finish it, but they pulled it off the streaming service I use, so I still haven't finished it.
I'd
Um,
have to go back and watch it again. It's been
I've
12 years since I've seen it.
I've recapped season 1, season 2, and partway through season 3. I haven't even finished all of season 3. And I've recapped it so many times because I have to go back every time I pull it off and then put it back on again. It's so frustrating because I love it and I want to finish it properly. But
What
never
about the Twilight
mind,
Zone?
I'm at the whim of streaming services.
I was saying, what about the Twilight Zone? Anybody, big into that original series?
I love the Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
Actually, there's a channel called A Hatful of Reactions, and she has done that. She has reviewed those.
Also, Bird of Prey 5 did a series of watch parties on his channel where he watched the entire original Twilight Zone series.
Oh, I'd love to see that.
That's true.
I'll have to go jump on his channel.
Yeah, and
You would
she's
have to
absolutely-
find the episodes if you would want to watch them as he's, talking over them,
right?
Commentating on them.
I mean, they're all on Paramount Plus, I think, right? You can stream those.
I believe so.
Yeah. I mean,
and he was going through the 80s and 90s and 00s.
I'm not familiar
series
with
as
those.
well.
Yeah, I'm not too.
He didn't make it through all the way through the 00s.
Right.
Yeah. So
And it was a new
she's
one.
also-
What, a couple years ago? They had a new series too, right?
Yeah,
19 or
and
18.
he was not going to do that because he did not like that one at all.
Right.
Maybe one episode.
So she's also doing Star Trek. So she's reacting to Star Trek.
Who's that?
And, A Hatful of Reactions.
Okay.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Let me jump
And
I know Anti-Derivative Jill is also doing the original
she
series
is
right
too,
now.
Yeah. Everybody is suddenly. It's like the oldest nerd.
Well, no one wants to do, Discovery or Lower Decks or.
What's that?
How strange.
All of a sudden, my stomach is very queasy.
Well, maybe you
go to
should-
sick
maybe you
bay.
should go.
Yeah.
Maybe you should go watch some Enterprise, Mr. Vice President.
There you go.
That'll cure it.
Dr.
Go see
Flox will
Dr.
fix you
Flox.
right up. Yep.
Yeah.
That's right, Patrick.
He's got a leech for that.
He does. Or his Pyrithian bat excrement will fix you right up.
Which reminds me.
Oh, here we go. See what you started? You see what you started, guys? Here we go.
Which reminds me. I said this. I said this in the private chat, but Jeff didn't read it out. Someone, I think it was Musa, said, it was you, Musa, I think, said 1 and 2 were 4 okay, and 4 were okay, but I didn't like 3. I'm thinking 1 especially was the worst of the lot. It was unwatchable, especially like
Unwatchable? What?
Well, what was it called? The Vox, the one with the high pitched screaming aliens and the tentacles. What's that one called?
Oh, yeah, there's one called Vox Solo where they're all stuck in tentacles.
Yeah. That episode is completely unwatchable.
I think Roxanne Dawson directed that. Be generous, guys. Okay, there were some good ones. There were some bad ones. Give her a break. Give the series a break. It was
She
good.
might have directed it, but who the hell wrote it?
Well, yeah,
That's a good question.
I don't know. The B team.
Ugh, awful. Awful.
I thought you didn't watch it. I thought it wasn't canon. How did you come across that episode? I'm curious now.
Well, somebody.
I did watch it when it first came out, but then
Oh,
I lost patience and stopped.
Somebody made a joke earlier about the Capellan flower, and another channel, I can't remember who, compared the alien creature to the joke fluid, and they just can't get past that.
Yeah, I think I know what you mean.
I think that the Capellan flower. Yeah, I think the Capellan flower looked more like a purple lily. That's probably what I would have said, because I don't think I would have got it right at all. I've never heard of a flower called Capellan, unless it's in a sci-fi, series like TAS, and
I wouldn't have gotten
like
Republic
actually.
right. I would have said Farragut too, and for
That's
the
what I
other
thought
ship.
too, Indy.
Yeah.
When I read the question.
Oh,
yeah.
Mr. Vice President?
Oh, I remembered something else I was going to say earlier too. Earlier in one of the rounds, someone said that Janeway is dangerous on anything other than coffee. I reckon she's a lunatic no matter what beverage she's consuming.
You have a point.
Do you remember
Can't hear you, Mr.
her
Vice
favorite
President. You're
brew?
muted.
Did you remember what her favorite brew of coffee was, Jeff? Jeff, do you remember what Janeway's favorite brew was? She did have a favorite brew. It wasn't just Neelix's
Was it
above average. There was one other that she really liked.
Brazilian?
Yeah, I think that was it. Yeah.
I,
Good call. Yeah, I think it was Brazilian. Right. It was Colombian. That's it. She liked Colombian coffee.
Colombian. Okay.
Someone should
Colombian.
put lithium in your coffee, because I think that's the prescribed medication for bipolar disorder, isn't it?
Interesting
So,
idea.
John, where was
I
the
wouldn't have put
Republic
lithium. I would have put ammonium in her coffee.
Hang on, Mikey. You're asking about the Republic?
Yeah,
Sorry.
I can't recall where they mentioned the Republic.
That was from Court Martial.
That's
where
what I thought. But
caught Finney messing up with something.
that's what it is, right? That's right. He forgot to close a circuit on the atomic pile. Or something.
Right.
I love Court Martial.
Hey, you thought I killed him.
Sorry for talking over.
Go ahead, Mr. Vice President.
I loved Court Martial as an episode, but I realize it's not the sort of episode you can show someone who's never seen Star Trek before. But as an already established Trekkie or Trekker, Court Martial is one of my absolute favorites.
Nice.
Yeah. I did like the way, Stephen, that they questioned them too. I mean, if more courtrooms had the kind of technology that they use for court martial, I'm sure there'd be a lot less guilty people out there. I think.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
I do wish they would have re-recorded one to the 10th power, or one
Funny,
to the
Simon.
4th power.
Yeah, that's one, right?
When they remastered that, I really wish they would have asked William Shatner to say 10 to the 4th power and slipped and corrected that mistake.
I can't remember that mistake.
So
there's a little math mistake. He says something like 1 to the
I
fourth
laugh at you
power.
guys when you say con. Yeah. 1 to 4 power. I love when you guys don't say con. I would say that is the island of Ricardo.
Mikey, hang on, Mikey.
Indy, you were saying?
I'm
so
sorry.
the ship can the ship can hear noises, Mr. Vice President, right? That's what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Where they're all on the bridge and they've isolated the crew on the planet and they're now listening for heartbeats. And Kirk
that
says
one.
1 to the 4th power, which is 1. So no magnification of sound at all, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand now. Yeah, they could have got him to. But by the time the episode was remastered, William Shatner had aged quite a bit, so his voice would have sounded a little bit different.
I like that fancy microphone that Bones used on that episode.
Mm.
It's like a regular mic, and he just twisted the bottom of it, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, the 2260s were clearly a period of retro in technology.
Yes. Just like Dax
That's
admiring the tricorder, right? Look at the sleek lines,
Arabic
silver
Thunder made a big
highlights.
point, though, that that's probably what.
And we lost them.
And it's gone.
By the way, Mr. Vice President, I do like your headline.
You've
did nothing
got to
wrong.
be joking. I did not say that. I do not endorse this message.
Well, I'm glad you clarified that, Mr. Vice President. I was worried for a second.
I don't know. It's right there. right below his name.
Could only have been placed by you.
Where's Brad Wolf, the Chief Justice? We need him in here right away. Hang on, let me change that.
I'll go ahead and fix it for you, Mr. Vice President.
Just change nothing to everything, and yeah, you've got it right.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
And you endorse that message, Mr. Vice President?
Everything.
I
Wow.
do. She was psychologically unfit to command that vessel.
Yes. You gave us 7 things last time, right? We went through all of them.
Yes, I know. Do you mean you're voting for John or voting for me? Eric, I didn't.
Am I voting for you or for John for president? Is that what you're asking?
No, Eric put up a. Hang on.
I like your headline too there, Patrick. Nice.
Well said.
Very nice.
Did you change that yourself, Patrick, or was that
Yep,
one
I
of
did.
the hosts?
I changed it myself.
Okay. You're welcome to that opinion. But I do want to know, are you mainly concentrating on season 4 when you say that, or do you mean the series as a whole?
Oh, it was just a funny retort because of J-Way.
Fair enough. Everybody says he's voting
But
for me.
if I would say, then yes, season 4 was my favorite of that show.
Yeah, I'm gonna give season 4 another chance when I had the ability to watch it. But at the moment, I
Season
don't.
4 is great.
I agree.
Very good.
I think it was just that by then I was so cheeked out and fed up with the show, I didn't give it a proper chance. But, yeah. What? Are you going to tell me what? I don't understand.
I think
Sorry.
he's referring to what happened to Chakotay on Prodigy.
I I'm not familiar, sorry, Eric, but someone else can fill you in.
No, nobody knows because that
We
show
we-
is.
you need them to release season 2 so we can find out.
No.
Exactly.
Oh.
All right, guys, I got to say goodnight. My phone needs to be fed.
Well, thanks for joining us, Indy.
Give it
Good seeing you,
very
Indy.
nice to see you
Thank
again,
Good to
Indy.
see you, Indy. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Thank you so much.
Have a
Have a good one.
Good
night.
Take care, Indy.
Good night.
Good night.
Night.
Hey.
That was a great game, man. Who was Cisco yelling at? No, it was
Yeah.
better this time because we got to
It's
actually
Cisco
hear him
yelling.
That was the
but
best
audio
category.
editing
That was the
is
best.
perfect.
That was the best guy. Just hearing him talking is great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just a man, and he beat me.
But I really thought that the line that "you betrayed your uniform" would be in it.
Yeah.
Cisco,
But a good one too.
Cisco lost the plot in that episode, and Worf should have refused his order.
You mean when he fired the torpedoes at the planet?
Yeah, he hesitated and then he obeyed, but he should have said, I cannot follow that order, sir, on the grounds it's illegal.
Like Worf is not going to follow an order to follow a torpedo. I mean, fire a torpedo. Come on, guys. I mean, he had to be restrained about 5,000 times by Picard. No, don't fire. No. Yellow alert's fine. No phasers. No. That's why he hesitated. Are you sure, Captain? Yeah. You want me to fire? Okay.
All right, then. Who was the next? I believe.
Good episode.
Oh yeah.
Hang on. Dex was on the ship at the time, right? So
yeah,
Driving or flying.
So she was the next ranking officer under Worf. She should have relieved Cisco of command at that point.
Well, Kira was there too.
Yeah, Kira
But
would have been.
she's a member of the Bajoran militia, so it's
But her rank.
Starfleet business.
Yeah. But her rank was something stronger than Worf's, right? Being a major.
On station, yes, but would that also mention for the Defiant?
Yeah, I don't know the chain of command of the Defiant, but I think she was still first officer of the Defiant, though. Until Worf came around. Then Worf did kind of take over more.
When Worf came around, he became first officer of the
That's
Defiant,
true.
Yeah.
But if you remember when Kira was brought into Starfleet during those last few episodes of DS9, her rank was a commander, right? And Worf was still a lieutenant commander at that time. So maybe,
True.
Kira was still outranking Worf.
True. Yeah. True.
Good point. Yeah.
I think I mentioned this last time, but I really didn't like when she was promoted to colonel because that would have put her on an equal rank to Cisco because colonel and captain are equivalent ranks. She should have been promoted to lieutenant colonel instead.
Well, I have a couple of thoughts about that. One of them is that we don't know necessarily if Bajoran ranks are exactly the same as human ranks.
That's true. Good point.
Another possibility is when she was promoted, she was really promoted to lieutenant colonel. They just never bothered to call her that.
Well,
Is that true? So she was a lieutenant colonel? She wasn't a colonel?
But that's speculation on my part.
Okay.
If Bajoran ranks are equivalent to human, then lieutenant colonel is equivalent to commander.
Yes,
a distinct possibility.
Yeah, that's a good point.
A distinct possibility indeed.
And we do refer to lieutenant commanders as commanders, so yeah.
Commanders, right.
Although, you're supposed to, when you're first talking to them, or they're first introducing themselves, they're supposed to say their full rank and only shorten it after that. But I've thought of something else which backs up your theory, Mr. President, and that is that according to the insignia, Miles O'Brien was actually, I should have talked about this when Indy was around, because he was in the Navy, but I didn't think of it. According to O'Brien's insignia, he was a senior chief petty officer, not just a chief petty officer, but again, the writers messed up, and he was never referred to as a senior chief.
Well, there was actually one episode where he referred to himself as a senior chief specialist.
Oh, okay.
I mean, they didn't come up a lot. But it was one time, I think.
It was half right. He didn't use the word petty officer, but anyway.
And the next gen, he even had Lieutenant Pips in the beginning.
Yeah, I know. He had a lot of, his character had a lot of rank problems.
Yeah.
But it was firmly established in season 5 of TNG that he was a chief petty officer, and then in DS9, the first season, he was meant to have been promoted to senior chief, because even though they still call him chief, Kira at one time said, "But if you transfer off the station because of me, you'll have to give up your promotion."
Well, Keiko said that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. Who did I say that? I said someone else. Didn't
I thought you said Kira, but that's okay.
No,
we know what you meant.
I probably did. I'm
Almost
sorry. I meant Keiko, so yeah. Yeah. I'm a bit tired, guys. I got woken up really early in the morning.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
So did I.
Yeah.
I was up at 3 a.m.
Oh, poor you. What happened?
By the way, I think Kira looks great in the Starfleet uniform.
Although I did
I
fall
didn't like
asleep
the
at
Bajoran uniform,
9:30
especially
p.m.
during season 7.
Okay. I'm sorry to hear you woke up so early, Jeff.
I got some things done.
Okay. Were you able to go back to sleep or not?
No, I stayed up.
Okay.
Have a good night, Brad Wolf. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Good night.
Always
Take
a
care,
pleasure.
Brad. Good seeing
Good
you.
night, Brad Wolf, or should I say Mr. Chief Justice?
That'll work too.
Yeah. I like Brad Wolf. He should come up and play.
He has played.
A couple times. Yeah.
Oh.
Then you should come back and play.
I can't
You should.
recall.
That's true.
Now I feel rude for forgetting. Never mind.
That's okay.
Anyway.
I'm glad you corrected your little subtitle there, Mr. President.
Janeway did everything correctly. I don't know, man.
How much is that
She
woman
got her
paying
crew
you?
stranded, and she couldn't get them out for like months or years or whatever.
Jeff, I'd like to ask you a very good question.
Okay.
How much is Janeway paying you?
Oh, man. Oh.
How many bars of Gold Press Platinum?
Read it now, Mr. President.
Hang on. No, I wouldn't go that far. You're not a jerk, but
It appears that Ervik concurs.
It didn't specify which professor. Maybe he meant Moriarty.
You have a point there.
Yes, Moriarty was definitely a jerk. No, you're not a jerk.
Yeah.
What was the episode where Worf comes in and Picard's like, I think we have a poltergeist, and Worf has no idea what it is. He's like a mischievous spirit. That was good because he's like looking on the floor for something. That was what was that episode? That was the
Clues.
The one where Data gets a girlfriend.
Oh,
right?
In theory.
Science,
In theory.
near science or something. What's it called? Oh, in theory. I thought it was called near science. Anyway.
Where the lady falls through the floor. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the worst death in all of Star Trek. I think that is the worst. I think that is the worst way to die, except for the lady getting crushed by like a sugar cube. Remember that when the lady gets
Which
crushed by a sugar cube, like a sugar cube in the
When?
original series?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
When the guy,
By-
the Andromeda
by
guy,
any other
crushes
They
name.
her,
dehydrate her, yeah, with the
Yeah.
belt, little thing, yeah.
and he crushes her like a sugar cube.
That's right.
Yeah. That was in By Any Other Name.
Yeah, I love that episode. One of my favorite
That was
TOS
a good
episodes.
episode.
It has something to say too about being human. It
It
had a
did.
lot of messages about the flaws of being human and how they took advantage of those flaws to outwit the aliens.
Mr. Vice President.
I would agree with you, Mrs. They're horrific deaths. However, I think the worst deaths ever in Star Trek were the two deaths in the motion picture with the transporter accident, because you could even hear them screaming.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
Yeah.
I don't know how they were conscious during transport, but that was a sort of a theme that they had going through the movies that they didn't have through any of the other franchise. One of them, people had conversations in transport, and like I said, the those two people that died felt pain as they died and screamed, but I don't understand how they could be conscious, because the atoms were split down to atoms at that point.
On that DS9 episode with Kira, right? Darkness, what is it? Sins Darker Than, whatever that episode is called. That lady, she died on the transporter pad too, of the runabout, right?
Yeah.
Kira's friend with the scrambler, the rematerialization scrambler. Yeah. That was the same thing. She suffered, turned into a piece of barbecue on the transporter pad.
I'd forgotten that. Thanks for reminding me, Omni.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And an episode with Barkley. What is that one? Realm of Fear. Is that what that is?
Realm of Fear.
Yeah.
That was a good episode. I liked it.
Because you actually saw it from the point of view, right? You can see the
point of view of
transporter
being-
process, which, right, you never really saw that before. Only there was
Yeah.
a slug or a fish in the stream, which
and
bit his arm.
That was a real good episode. I guess throughout Trek, unfortunately, even in real Trek, not puke Trek, but in real Trek, they've had inconsistencies in the way transporters have been portrayed.
I mean, you had
but
Riker's
even,
duplicate.
even being shot with a phaser while being transported, sometimes it kills you, sometimes it doesn't.
Depends on the
Yeah.
annular confinement beam, right? If it's there or
Oh.
not. Sometimes it's
There you
there,
go.
sometimes it's not. You don't know, right?
Yeah.
What's that episode in Enterprise? You probably don't know this one, Mr. Vice President, but maybe you do. Where the inventor of the transporter, what was that guy's name? And his son was lost in the beam. And they were trying to rescue him.
Unfortunately, I do know that episode.
You do? Okay,
I don't remember
yeah.
his name. It's on the tip of my tongue. I don't remember his name.
Yeah.
Erickson or something like
Something, yeah.
Yeah, his name is Henry Erickson, I believe.
Henry Erickson, yep.
Henry.
See, I even know the name of that character, even though I didn't like the episode very
It
much.
didn't count. Yeah.
Someone in the chat, I couldn't read the name, brought up the Rimmick's death and conspiracy. I would agree that was also. Yeah, I'd
Simon.
agree with that, Simon. Yeah, that was another one.
No, Simon Higgins is the one that brought it up. Yeah, Remick's death. That was that was obviously
gruesome,
a memorable one. Yeah,
very.
That's true.
But was he even alive with that kind of a slug in him?
I liked that
Yeah.
episode. It was a little bit different for Star Trek. It was creepy and very dark.
I liked it.
Watch
Which
your
one?
back,
Conspiracy.
Picard.
Last episode of season 1.
Yeah.
Which one are you talking about, Jeff?
Conspiracy from season 1 of TNG.
I don't think it was the last episode of season 1.
How about the way?
no,
No,
it wasn't.
that wasn't the last one. That was Neutral
Oh,
Zone.
wasn't it?
Right?
Oh,
Yeah.
Sorry.
It was penultimate.
Close enough.
Mr. Vice President.
Off by 1.
The only thing I didn't like about the episode is when Picard refused to beam down. Well, it was clear that he didn't beam down armed, and it's like, you know that there's something going wrong with Starfleet Command. You know that there's something suspicious, and then Dr. Crusher calls down to him and tells him what's going on, and just like,
not proper etiquette.
I don't have a phaser. One does not beam. And I'm like, really, Captain? Really?
Yeah.
You have a point.
That's the only thing I didn't like. Other than that, Jeff, I agree with you. I like Conspiracy and I liked Coming of Age, which was those two episodes were almost like a two-parter, even though they
Yeah,
were.
you're right.
I like the way Durgo died in what is that, Final Mission, where that water fountain killed him, the force field with Wesley, and they were trying to get to the water, and that thing, that energy
was a good
field just
episode.
it sealed him in that plastic or whatever it was that it, you know, he died basically like suffocated or whatever in that cocoon that it put him in.
I like Frame of Mind.
Sorry.
Frame of Mind.
One of my favorite
Frame of Mind
episodes.
Frame of Mind is fantastic.
Yeah, it's like a Nolan episode before Nolan was even around.
That's the one where Riker's hallucinating, right? He's in the play, but he's not in the play.
Yeah.
He's really in the planet. Yeah, that's right. Okay.
It's really good. It's
Or is
really,
he?
really good.
Or is and he tears down the set at the end. That was good. Yeah.
Hated that door. Circle glass.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Well, I was
thank
too
you, guys.
young. I was. Oh, sorry, Missy, you go.
Tasha Yar's death to a blob. That's what Mikey wrote. It was so terrible. Armis.
I think I'm going to head out to bed, but thank you guys for everything. I had a great time.
Thanks,
Appreciate
and
you
I
joining
watched
us.
the episode I didn't get to play in. It was great.
Yeah, me too. Good seeing you, man.
Good seeing you guys.
Yeah,
Have a
good
one.
seeing you too, Missy.
Later.
Talk to you later, Mercer.
Have a good night, Mercer.
Night.
Have a good night.
In the video of you, John, that you listed the Earl Grey episodes, the scene with the admiral, what's her name?
Nechayev?
Nechayev, indeed.
Yeah.
You're always welcome here. No, you're not. I hate you. At least maybe not in that episode, but I did in the later ones.
Well, I don't think Riker would have brought out the Earl Grey for her. I can say that.
No, he didn't like her too much.
No.
Cisco didn't like her. No one really liked Nechayev, right? She was tough
I
cookie.
I thought it was very professional of Picard to extend that old
that it
branch.
was.
So.
It was.
That
yes.
it was. She wasn't the worst admiral. That could also be said.
Oh no. She was actually, I mean, competent.
Middle of the
I would say, yeah, a little bit snippy and short, and she tried to kill Picard a couple times. But other than that, she wasn't bad. I mean, you know. Why are the admirals always so bad, though? You're right. It's like there's never. Well, in TNG, there wasn't that many bad. There was a couple. You know, most of the time the admirals were on a screen. You know, talk briefing Picard or something. Do this, do that.
Competent.
Yeah.
Once you get behind the desk, you're just
The little evil agendas.
Well, have you forgotten the Admiral in Too Short a Season? Who was fairly
Yes.
evil.
Mark Jameson.
Jameson, yeah.
Something like that.
With the funky wheelchair. Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't care for that episode too much.
He could have gave one bottle to his wife. They both could have lived, right? Why would he do that? Why would he take both? That annoys me.
Because he's a jerk.
He's a jerk. Makes no sense. Makes no sense.
He reminds me of the professor in the Doctor Who episode, the Lazarus Experiment.
Yeah.
Ah,
Also wanted
yes.
to, to rejuvenate.
Want to be young again.
Mm-hmm.
And Mr. Vice President, the comment I put in there, Professor is a jerk. It was a play on Kirk is a jerk.
Good
from
reference.
the animated series. So
Oh, I didn't actually get that reference, but thanks
Did not
for
pick up on
explaining.
that.
you're welcome. Well, what do you think of your current one?
Well, I'm happy to run once the current president has completed 2 terms, but
Okay.
wouldn't want to run against the current president.
Yeah, that reminds
Appreciate
me.
that.
Back when we had Jeopnerdy on the Salties channel, you were the president back then, weren't you?
I was, yes.
Yeah, see, well, yeah.
Yeah. And I was.
That's why
Oh,
I
he was.
still have the I still drop the voice in. I forget.
He was
That's
for a
right.
long time on this channel too.
Yeah, I was. And then
Yeah.
Tokyo and I were going to have a proper election, and then Tokyo dropped out. So then I thought, well, I can't be president unopposed. Hang on, Jeff. Sorry, I was distracted by Mikey's message.
Okay.
And then so I tried to be a Starfleet enlisted person for a while and played around with a few ranks, but everyone keeps still calling me Mr. President. So I reluctantly went to Mr. President again, but then Tokyo pointed out how much more John deserved the title, and I agreed with Tokyo, so I dropped down one. So that's what happened there.
Yeah, and vice president also makes it more MVP, so why not?
That's true.
When are these elections? When do we get to vote for these?
Well, Tokyo. Talk
Go
to
ahead.
Tokyo about that.
We could do it on Cosmo Buzz.
Yeah, you could. All right.
Right.
There haven't been any challengers for the position recently.
I see. Okay, there's no. Yeah, that makes sense. He's running unopposed.
Mikey, I don't have the answer for that. I'm sorry. And to be honest, I don't know if we're going to do any other franchise anytime soon. So it's been a long time since we've done something alternative. We did a Doctor Who series, actually, called Who Knows Who. But that was hosted by Zoe.
I'll be right back, guys. Sorry.
Okay. It's okay. But on a question of Trek, we haven't done anything else in a long time.
Would not agree. At least not the original Kirk.
Yeah, I would agree with you on that,
Curtis
Patrick.
Gigolo. He's a Caesar of the stars.
Yes, I did say it's been a long time.
So what category is going to kill us with next week, Mr. John, Mr. President?
Well, I'm open to suggestions.
Yeah, I know you are, and I'm always inclined to give them at my own peril.
Mikey, I thought Zoe was Vulcan.
Zoe's Vulcan?
Well, she is in our animated skits.
She's a little emotional to be Vulcan, wouldn't you say?
Little.
Well, we talked about bad admirals, but I think you've done that one already, though, in previous episodes. I'm 90% sure.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, you've had that. I've been watching some of the older ones.
No, that'd be an
throughout the
interesting
week.
mix.
Vulcan Time Lord.
A logical Time Lord. Imagine that.
Yes. Yes. And those audio categories are fun too. Like you did Cisco shouting, maybe Picard shouting or something, or Spock shouting. Because Spock did a lot of shouting.
Yeah, he did early on.
It's true.
Yeah, in season 1, he did a lot of shouting in TOS.
Yeah, audio categories are fun.
Those are fun. The visuals, they probably take more time to put together, though, I'm
Facial
sure.
also.
That's true. That's why I don't do them every week.
Yeah, you got to do your homework with those.
Oh, Simon, you need to tell us more.
Zoe was a Klingon in our school drama.
Zoe was a Klingon.
That's funny. A scarily realistic Klingon. Look at the Bird of Prey channels right now. He's got some good videos up here. I gotta watch some more of his stuff. Bird of Prey.
Yeah, he does good stuff.
He does.
He's very entertaining.
Yeah.
Yeah, right now he's working on a series where he's watching Enterprise, 1 episode a week.
Perfect for Mr. Force.
Love it. Sounds good to me. Works for me.
And I love it when Bird sings. Oh my goodness. His singing is famous.
It's more like crying havoc.
Yeah.
We're probably going to start winding it down soon, but I was checking out anything else we wanted to cover before we wrapped up tonight.
Just the answers for the next week's questions.
Well, to tell you that, I have to go into the future because I don't know what they are yet.
When this baby hits 88 miles per hour.
Yeah.
You're going to see some serious beep.
Welcome back, Tokyo.
Patrick, be careful what you wish for. We've got people that are watching for conspiracies out in the chat.
I know.
You see? You see?
That is very true.
You
They
see?
make them up at a drop of a hat.
Right? It's fixed. The fix is in. That's it.
Well, my fix was that I had the fortune to enter in round 2. Because all the questions that I prepared for were in round 2.
As you've already learned that watching the videos of my channel is an excellent form of preparation.
Of course, it is. Indeed.
Definitely.
There were some answers that were not in the videos, but luckily I did know them.
Can't make it
But
too
yeah,
easy,
and I had, of course, the luck that that Mercer only guessed one after bet at 1 point. Because he did have the correct answer. But
I would also suggest watching TAS.
Yes, watching TAS would also be very helpful.
Yeah,
I still need to redo that because I
only
have
22 episodes.
5 or 6 episodes of that series, and then I have so many series that I watched that it fell to the wayside.
I need to watch a few episodes myself.
It's hard. I mean, it's not bad. It's well written, but it's still hard to get through. I mean, it's not as easy to watch as live action stuff.
It's the Funimation, was it Funimation?
Yeah, Filmation.
Filmation, yeah.
Filmation.
They're terrible.
Yeah.
They're a terrible production house to begin with.
I liked He-Man. I was a big fan of that when I was a kid. Right?
Yeah, He-Man was good, but not. Yeah, it was almost the same quality. Either that or like the B team was the one that was doing the Star Trek show. And
it seemed like that. Yeah, you're right.
It was also 10 years
earlier. Yeah, I was going to say it's in the early 70s, right? Yeah. Versus the 80s. What else was Filmation? That's a good little trivia category. What else big shows that they have?
He-Man.
She-Ra.
She-Ra with those like He-Man, right?
Yeah, I don't know what else they've done.
A couple of others, like one was on Adult Swim a couple decades ago.
Was it? Okay.
I just don't remember what it was. I'm seeing it in my mind. I just don't remember what it was.
I like Thundercats too. That was a good show when I was a kid.
Thundercats was one of them too. Yeah,
that was great. Japanese animation.
Did Filmation?
No,
Filmation didn't do that.
No,
did they?
no. I'm just commenting. I like the show. It's definitely not
Yeah,
Filmation.
it was pretty good. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
That was maybe the last animated series that I got into as a kid.
Mm-hmm. And Batman the Animated Series was good too.
Aravik, Bird may be an engineer, but I wouldn't put much stock in what he engineers.
All right.
I mean, we are talking about Kroga here.
Sure.
According to Wiki,
Ghostbusters?
Filmation did Rod Rocket from 63, New Adventures of Superman 66 to 70,
Wow.
Superboy, Journey to the Center of the Earth, which ran from 67 to 69.
Mm-hmm.
Super Friends and stuff, right? Like Superman, Aquaman, Adventure Hour, Fantastic Voyage, Aquaman, Archie, Batman, Superman Hour.
Yep.
Those are from the 60s. The Hardy Boys, Archie's Funhouse in the 70s.
Goodness. Yeah, they did a lot.
Star Trek, of course. Mission Magic, never heard of that. The U.S. of Archie. Shazam. And let's see, in the 80s, they did a lot in the 70s. It's terrible.
Yeah, that was their time.
Fabulous Funnies. Batman and the Super 7.
Okay.
In the 80s.
Never heard of that.
Tom and Jerry Comedy Show.
Oh.
Let's see, Black Star. The Kid Superpower Hour with Shazam. Whatever that was. Tarzan, Lone Ranger, Zorro, Adventure Hour. Gilligan's Planet.
Oh, jeez.
He-Man.
Yeah, He-Man was big.
Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids.
I remember that one too.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Fat Albert. And they did the original Ghostbusters.
Not the real Ghostbusters, right?
Not the real ones, but the original
Not the real.
animated version of the comedy show. That was.
That one I did see.
Yeah.
But the real Ghostbusters was good.
Care
It was very
for
good.
that. The real Ghostbusters was really good.
It was damn good. Yeah.
It was awesome. Speaking of bad animation, I gotta
J.
ask.
Michael Straczynski for the win.
Yep, that's right. He wrote a lot of those.
He did.
What we see in Tokyo?
I don't know if it was brought up because I missed most of the back talk here. Did anybody catch the finale of the very short treks?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
No.
haven't watched them.
Is
it
it
was
bad?
another musical episode.
Oh, what? Oh, now I have to watch it. Okay.
It's awful.
I liked the first musical episode. All right.
At least wasn't offensive.
Yeah, but it was.
I only saw the
It was
holodeck
actually
one.
still very offensive. They had the messaging, and it was pointed. Very pointed. It was very offensive.
I didn't see it. What messaging did they have?
You don't want to know, and it's not appropriate for this channel.
Yeah.
Okay,
We can
sorry.
kind of guess.
Sorry.
Huh.
Needless to say, I agree with Doomcock, and I agree with Nerdrotic.
Go woke, go
Identity
broke.
politics does not. Yes, it was very, very. It doesn't belong in Star Trek. It doesn't belong in escapism.
We need Doomclock on the show. Let's get him on here. Let's go, Dictor.
Mr. VP.
Is Dimcock the one that wears a suit and speaks in a loud, distorted voice?
Yeah, the mask, the funny-looking mask.
Okay. He said,
It is
he
I,
said
Dictor Van
something.
Doomcock, the future ruler of Earth.
He's talented though. He has a Friday night show where he doesn't use his voice changer. He's in his
Yeah.
normal character, and he's actually really talented. He sings. He does
He
all
is,
these kind of
he is.
right. I'm just watching him.
I
Like,
haven't-
This guy's pretty good.
I haven't watched him in a very long time. It might be
Yeah.
2 years.
Well, he was big during the whole Star Wars stuff and the Kathleen Kennedy campaign to get rid of her, and that was his big platform, I guess, at the time, like you said, about 2 years ago.
Yeah,
Mr. Vice President.
I don't watch him much at all, but I caught a video of his the other day, and I don't believe his sources at all, but I wish it were true. He said that that Paramount were finally waking up, and they were really annoyed at Kurtzman, that they were going to do a new series, Star Trek series, that was post Nemesis, and just ignored everything, every single thing about New Trek, and just go from post Nemesis as if New Trek never existed. And I really wish that was true, but I don't think it is true.
I think that's
I stopped watching them.
So, sorry, John?
Multiple inside sources.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I was saying that I chalked that up to wishful thinking.
Yeah.
Indeed.
I'd love that. I'd really love it if it was true, but
Yeah,
you're right.
what turned me off was when he went on like a 12-hour rant, almost literally a 12-hour live stream rant, where
he's crazy.
He swore up and down that at the very mention of his name sends Alex Kurtzman into fits of rage, and he's broken like 6 TVs and fired a bunch of people.
I have it on good
his
source.
mom and kicked his dog and stuff like that. The very mention of Doomcock and
Doomcock. Oh, it's funny.
Whatever.
It was coming up off of a rumor on Reddit that somebody was trolling Doomcock with, and he passed it on as actual news.
Oh, God.
That's beautiful. What did he call Mariner? Maki Smock or something? What was his nickname for Mariner? Maki Spock? Mikey? Maki? What do you call her?
Don't know.
Monkey Spock. I don't know.
Because she always mocked everything. Mariner, the character from Lower Decks. She's always, she knows everything, and she mocks
I think
everybody.
you mean Burnham.
Was it
Mike
Burnham? I thought you were talking about Mariner.
Everybody called him Mikey Spock.
Mikey Spock?
Mikey Spock is what he called her.
Oh, is that what it was? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Mariner is the reason why I firmly believe Lower Decks is not canon. I don't care what anybody says or the official work or anything like that. Mariner breaks it.
Well, it is now. They did a crossover, right? I mean, they're in strange
still
new.
Not canon.
Not canon. Strange new continuity problems, right, Mr. Vice President? What is it? What do you call it?
Yeah, that's exactly it.
No,
New continuity headaches.
Jeff
Continuity headaches.
Continuity headaches.
Yeah,
Okay.
Jeff came up with that, not me. I mean, I've used Jeff's line, but
Okay.
I've always given credit to Jeff. I would
Yes.
say, as Jeff would say,
As-
strange new continuity. Like,
Or as I would now call it, strange new franchise killer.
Then again, it wasn't a crossover into a Toronto timeline, huh?
Well, okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
No.
I still think they're going to patch it up.
The Toronto timeline. That's where we are now. The Toronto timeline.
The Toronto.
Don is Canadian.
Just heard it. Don't know of it.
The Toronto timeline. That's pretty good.
I think only a couple of us would actually get this reference, but I think somebody at Paramount in the writer's room was actually paying attention to Salty Stream from a few years ago and actually created the bloody yellow timeline.
oh, dear.
That's what this is. It's the yellow timeline.
Yeah.
Mention that to Salt to see what he does.
You had to go there, okay?
I have to. Because now that's basically what it is. It's the yellow timeline.
Oh, now I got a headache. Thank you.
just bringing up Strange New Worlds gives you a headache, huh?
Well, its name is fitting. It's continuity headaches. So there you go.
But circling back to Voyager, a real show with a bad captain or a good captain.
Well, that's debatable.
Just how
Real show, real show with a lunatic in charge.
Have any one of you watched the videos of Unlimited Lives?
I don't think so.
I remember. Yeah,
Of
Unlimited
what?
Lives. He reviews Voyager by a pedant.
Oh,
It's very funny to see.
What's it called? Unlimited Lives, you said?
Unlimited, yeah, that's the channel name, Unlimited Lives, and the
Okay.
series is called Voyager Reviewed by a Pedant. It was first by an asshole, but he changed it later on.
Oh, I see. He has
very nice way of reviewing quickly, and then a few funny skits.
looks good. I just subscribed. Thank you.
And he would agree with Mr. President's view of
Janeway. Really?
Yeah.
What did
She
he
got a
have to-
pass, guys.
What did she have to say about the reviewer? Is it he or she? Sorry.
It's a he. It's a man.
What did he have to say about the Tuvix episode?
Well, that's the funny
Oh,
part. Tuvix, every time she does something questionable, then you see a little Tuvix pop up in the background. And the episode, he does two episodes per week, and the one that dropped Friday, it was Equinox Part 1.
Yeah, I see
and
it.
in that one, the Ransom, the captain of the Equinox, asked Janeway, "How many times did you cross the Prime Directive?"
She lied.
She says, "Never." Well, I beg to differ.
Caretaker.
Oh, like
Dragon's Teeth.
never did it.
Yeah.
Why couldn't he do?
It's also nice to hear that there's somebody who is reviewing Voyager and is releasing reviews on a regular schedule.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you have a point, John.
And
it'd be nice if somebody else did that.
I said Van Paris is a dick, and that was also a reference to him. Very funny.
And we need to get back to San Antonio 9 and that pub thing.
Yes.
San Antonio 9.
The virtual pub.
Yeah, it's so far in the past, it's hard to remember at this point.
Yeah.
The owner of that is not here.
Life with Marcus or something.
Life with David Marcus? What? Wait, he's dead. How can it be Life with? He's dead.
Well, that would be an
or something.
The state of the show then.
That's true.
Captain David is dead. You Klingon bastard! You killed my choice. Klingon bastard!
You did it so well. In fact, although it was Admiral, not Captain, but I'll give you a pass.
Okay, so that makes sense. So Mikey's internet is based off of satellite internet, which I've had experience with satellite internet before.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be a bad latency.
Oh my gosh, dude!
Because the satellite you're bouncing off of is 20,000 miles up, I think, or something like that, right?
Right, and on a clear day, if one wisp or an airplane or a jet plane flies over your house, your internet's done. You get a chemtrail over your house, it's over for the next 4 hours.
Why don't you have a fiber, Mikey?
Well, I think he said he's in where he lives is not available. He's in some kind of apartment building or something where there's only a satellite dish or whatever.
What about so he can't get cable either? Even cable modem at this point would be better than what
Hey, Mikey, if you're still here, what part of Canada do you live in? Because I
thought we agreed he was on dial-up, though. He uses satellite, but he has a dial-up backup, right? Is that what he did?
That would pretty much answer everything.
I think it's not dial-up. It's wireless upload and satellite download, I believe.
That's how it used to be. Yeah, you do like you said, the upload is through terrestrial means, but the download comes from space. Because it's hard to transmit.
You got to remember, though, too, 90% of the people that live in Canada live along the Great Lakes, and most of that region outside of that metro area between Montreal and even between Montreal and Toronto, going in that direction, there's nothing. Like I don't know if he lives in Scarborough, southwest of Toronto. Okay, so yeah, even around that area, there's almost nothing.
Yeah.
And I took a bus tour of central and western Canada. I hated it because it was a bus, but I was glad once I got into Canada because of the American bus travelers were gone. I learned of a running joke in Saskatchewan where they say you can see your dog running away for 3 days straight. And it's true. Like from the highway, you can see the U.S. border on one side of the bus, which is about 200 miles to the south.
Wow.
And absolutely nothing on the other side of the bus. So
sounds like ADSL would be an improvement.
Maybe even ISDN.
Yeah.
ISDN wasn't bad back in the day. If you had that was a pretty solid connection.
Damn.
Yeah.
But that was expensive, and it was like 128K, I think is what it was.
It was
back
128K,
right?
Yeah.
It's like 256 lines married together. But it was solid. Like it was a stable connection, but it was expensive. Not many people had that. And then DSL came out, and that was prevalent for a long time.
Yeah, I had DSL in the late
DSL
90s.
was also trash too.
What was that?
DSL was also trash.
Well, there was distance requirements. You had to live close to the CO or the central office. Otherwise, you're right. The speeds were junk. But if you lived close to it, you were good. If you're within like a mile or so, or 10,000 feet, or some kind of crazy thing.
Yeah, it was so bad. I remember going back to 56K dial-up from DSL.
Oh wow!
Wow,
that's how bad it was.
I had DSL in the late 90s, and initially I was getting about 386K.
That was screaming back then. That was screaming.
It was screaming back then, and in the early 2000s, it went up to a megabit.
And that was still pretty fast for back then.
Yeah.
And then cable modems took over at that point because then they were doing 10 megabits per second, and 50, then 100, and then forget it.
And now it's standard here in Japan. It's like 3 or 4. Let's see how fast I'm getting right now.
Yeah,
anyway.
I'm getting 300. I wish my upload was faster, but
I run IP config on my computer to see how fast I'm getting.
I get 300 down and 20 up.
That's pretty good.
That's
solid.
Not bad. I wish the up was a little bit more, but
I don't need to do IP config. I'm an
when we got cable, we got first was 8 megabits down, and then 1 up, and that increased all the way to 400 down, 40 up.
Yep.
And then we moved to the current location. There we did not have cable, so it was an ADSL connection of 8 again. So didn't want that. Had 2 years 4G only, so because it was a rural area.
How was that?
And that was pretty good, but the T-Mobile limited the speed to 25 megabits down and up.
Okay.
But it was with, they called it unlimited, but you had 150 gigabytes of data
Then
to
they
start
throttle you.
with.
Yeah.
Now, then the connection would cut off. You get 5 gigabytes per day, and then every 2 gigabytes you needed to add it in the app. It was free, but you still needed to add it. Unworkable.
That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, that did not work. So when we finally got fiber, because our city and all the rural areas got fiber. Now I'm at 1 gig down, 1 gig up. So perfect bliss.
Nice.
That's the way to go. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you want now.
But I used a satellite connection at one time, like Mikey has, and it had a modem, it had a dial-up modem out. That was your upstream, was your dial-up, right? And then the downstream was the satellite connection.
Yeah, I also tried to. I was considering that when we needed to go to the 4G one.
Yeah.
But as I saw that latency, I think no, not gonna do that.
This was like before the two-way satellites were popular, because if you lived in the middle of absolute nowhere, the only way to get broadband was really through satellite. There's no way. There's no DSL. There's no cable. There's no fiber.
Yeah.
Everyone had a phone line, so you can dial up out, and then you get somewhat returns fast. You get maybe, I don't know what it was, maybe 40 megabits per second, if that. down.
Starlink's improving it.
Yeah,
because the
because it's
satellites are
two-way.
so much closer.
Yeah.
Not geostationary orbit.
Those geostationary ones are so far away. It's 20,000 miles
Yeah.
away to get a signal there and back. You're waiting a few seconds for sure.
Mr. Phoebe?
There's a very accomplished astronomer. I actually went to school with her. Well, she was several years behind me, but I did meet her in my high school. But a lot of astronomers are worried about more and more satellites going up, like
Yeah.
Starlink, because the brightness of them are interfering with the study of the stars.
Yeah, you get the streaks through the scope.
That's interesting.
As they're taking the long exposure photos, you'll
Yeah.
get the streaks of the satellite going by.
Yeah.
The newer satellites they're putting up, they're painting them with a darker, non-reflective paint. Try to cut down on that.
That's good. But I can't remember, there's another network that each satellite is like twice the size of Starlink's one. And so they're really worried about that. Sorry, I've got the hiccups now.
It is a problem. It's been a problem for several years now.
Yeah, we don't want too much space pollution. So I don't know what the answer is.
I don't know either.
Sorry.
I always wanted one of those. Yeah, I always wanted one of those C-band dishes. Remember those big black satellite dishes, the huge ones from the '80s? Those analog ones. I mean, I never had one, but I always imagined that has to be the coolest thing back then. Anyway, before cable, was getting really big. You could see all different kinds of stuff on there, and they move.
The satellite dish is used in the movie The Arrival.
Not that big.
That one that came out of the ground.
Yeah, that's a big one. That's a big one.
Charlie Sheen.
Look at the size of that one, Doctor. Yes, Jamie, that is a big one. I guess nobody got that. That's a second Doctor Jamie.
We're not Whovians, or at least
Whovians.
Oh, I'm a Whovian, but the newer stuff. Because I was too young for the old one. Yep. I did rewatch some of it, but have not gotten to all of it. Still want to do it, of course, but time. Timey-wimey.
I've been buying the classic sets on Blu-ray as they've been coming out. I haven't gotten the newest one that's been released here in the States, and that's the 13th of the 26 sets. So it's about halfway through. They're really amazing quality. They pack them with so many extras and specials. You learn so much about the production of the show.
And how do they do that with the missing episodes?
That's
missing?
a problem. That's they're missing,
of course.
96 missing episodes. Some of them have been animated. They're close to about half
where the
of
audio
them
was
animated.
Good compromise.
For the season 2 set, there is a partially missing story, and they had telesnaps with the audio. So they have the audio for every single episode, even the missing episodes. They have the audio for them.
Okay.
Telesnaps are pictures that they took during filming.
Ah, okay. That's
Still
what
better
I'm
than
gonna
nothing.
So you get like a still image, and maybe
Mhm.
they pan over it a bit, and you hear the dialogue.
Yeah, that's still better than not having the episode at all. So yeah,
Yeah, but
good
but
try.
they've got like 46 of the missing episodes animated or something, and there are a few more coming.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, you could probably see what I had for lunch just then. A big yawn. I'm getting tired.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Vice
Understandable.
President.
Understandable.
That's right.
Speaking of which, Stephen, did you have lunch yet?
No, yes, I have had lunch.
Okay.
I
figure it's almost 4:00 where you are, right? Oh,
It is. Let me look at it. You're 1 hour out. It's 17:22, so 5:22 p.m.
Oh, okay. So it's almost dinner time by you.
5:22
Yeah,
p.m.
it's 1:30. It's almost 1:30 p.m. here. So
Okay.
Yeah, 6:22 a.m. here.
Wow. All over the world.
Mm-hmm.
11:22 p.m. here.
So that's
which makes it midnight over where John's at.
Me too.
That's true.
Yep.
Omni, are you in Florida?
Wow.
No. East Coast, New York.
Oh, New York. Oh, where in New York?
Oh, the city.
Oh.
New York City.
Oh, you're close.
Okay,
to
because
Yeah, you're
born in
in
Albany.
Kroga land.
I was born in
Kroger
Albany,
land?
in the
Okay.
Bronx.
You're
Oh,
in
the Bronx.
Kroga. I feel bad for you.
I used to work at JFK, by the way, Omni.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Been there many times.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. You could say that. The worst part's
Really
coming
kinda-
home, right? That's it.
Really? Well, actually, no. Both places I lived, both in the Bronx. 'Cause I lived on the 6 train, and in Queens, they both had direct buses right to the airports. So,
Yeah. Yeah, you got a lot of ways to get there, that's for sure.
yeah.
LaGuardia,
Nice easy time getting back
JFK.
and forth to work. And then I made the mistake of getting engaged to a girl and moving to Newark, thinking that we were going to escape rent. No.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, so was I. I was also sorry for the poor bastard that got shot in front of my apartment building.
Yeah, you don't want to be hanging
Oh,
out. That's not a good place to be.
Yeah. And then the landlord had the audacity to try and charge me rent after somebody got shot in front of my place. I'm like, no, we're leaving, dude.
Nah, yeah, it happens all the time, buddy. You get used to it. The rent's
That's why
the
I
rent.
went back to the city.
Yeah.
Went right back to Queens. I'm like, yeah, I'm done.
Yep.
Happy Thanksgiving, Mikey.
Wow.
Indeed.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving, Mikey.
Tomorrow's Canadian Thanksgiving. Wow, it's early. Huh.
That's right, Canadian. Thanks.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah,
What time?
Sorry,
did not know that.
Mr. Vice President.
I was going to say, what time of year is American Thanksgiving? I can't remember.
Last Thursday, right?
Well, it's
Last
technically
Thursday
the
of
fourth.
Oh,
fourth Thursday, because there can be 5 Thursdays.
You're true.
Okay.
So this year,
believe is not one of them.
American Thanksgiving is actually on the 60th anniversary of Doctor Who.
Oh, cool.
November 23rd.
Cool. So they're going to play a big marathon of Doctor Who?
I have no idea.
Over the weekend?
I'm still waiting to see when they're going to air the 3 specials for the 60th.
Yeah. Indeed.
There is a rumor the first one will air on November the 11th, which is another holiday here.
What holiday is that?
Veterans Day.
Okay.
Should have been on the 15th.
Why the 15th?
It's my birthday.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Happy early birthday.
Thanks. Very early.
This is awesome. You can get turkey on Amazon.
Turkey on Amazon.
Well, you can't get. Come on, you can't get turkeys in Japan. Seriously?
Nope.
Come on.
Well, you can if you order it on Amazon.
I mean, but locally, they don't. I guess turkeys.
Nope.
Yeah, even
Nope.
yeah. Even Americans don't eat turkeys except once or twice a year, right? I mean, it's not that big of a thing. I mean, turkey meat, deli meat, but
cold cuts.
Cold cuts, breasts. Yeah, they're not.
When I was in the States last year, that's all I ate was turkey because I missed it.
You missed it.
Yeah, turkey. Turkey is is my favorite burned replicated bird meat.
Okay, Kern.
You smear caviar on it.
Wait, was it a chicken or a turkey that Picard was slicing, though? Was it a turkey? Well,
yeah, it was a turkey.
Oh, okay, I thought maybe it was a big chicken. All right, so it was turkey.
So I dare somebody to do that when they go to Thanksgiving dinner. Just look at the turkey and go, how long has this bird been dead? It looks like it's been in the sun for quite some time.
That will be a question for next week.
Try some of your burned replicated
What kind of protein?
Bird meat. And smear some caviar on there, right? Too.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. That's a good mix.
Seems to agree with Worf.
Mr. Vice President?
I really love Tukey too, but for some reason I think Mum just objects to the size of turkeys. So she usually eats a big chicken for Christmas instead of turkey. But I love turkey as well because I haven't had turkey in years. So, Tokyo, can you send me a care package? Tokyo? Are you there?
I'm here. Would you say? I'm looking at turkey on Amazon right
now. He's busy.
Getting hungry.
Butterball.
Well, when you get some turkey, could you send some via my way? Because I love turkey too, but my mum always gets chicken for Christmas instead of turkey.
Oh wow.
We run into legal issues doing that, but
Well,
if they were,
I was transported. Really, you could just beam some over.
All right. So I'll freeze it for a couple of 100 years and then have them beam it into a vortex or use an Aronoff device.
Yeah, but then we need to incorporate the flux capacitor and then transporter.
That's fine.
Beam it back to this time.
Yeah. If I got my hands on the Aronoff device, I'd probably have to really be careful of the egg sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
Point.
Yeah.
Yep. Don't run the malarkey.
I would do so many things via the time machine. I wouldn't obey the Temple Prime Directive at all.
You wouldn't? You don't abide by the temporal accords? No?
There'd be...
Just watch out for Captain Braxton.
Ham's all right, Mikey, but it's not my favorite.
We may have finally learned the identity of Future Guy.
Is it you?
It was John. I did not want to involve the humans.
Wasn't it supposed to be a Cardassian, though? Whether they said or Romulan? Who was it supposed to be?
I heard it was supposed to be Archer.
I heard that too. I heard either Romulan or Archer.
Yeah.
I thought it was a Cardassian. They said it was going to be a Cardassian, but I'm not sure.
Not sure why it would be a Cardassian.
Or a Romulan. I remember reading somewhere along the line that's where they were going to reveal who it was from a future where they don't want the Federation to prevail.
Somebody tried to say it was Nero.
I don't see that.
No, I hope not.
Anyway,
even Golden God would be a better fit.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd rather die in agony than to accept any assistance from you. You got it.
Yeah, no, I would make so many changes if I had a time machine.
Wouldn't we all?
Yeah. I wouldn't be disabled for one.
Directorate.
Because I'd be able to alert the doctors to what's going on, and I would have been able to save myself from being disabled. Because it was from a lack of oxygen at birth, so I'll be able to say, "My mum needs to give birth now. No, she can't wait another 5 hours for the surgeon to become available." Anyway,
It'll change a lot. Yeah.
yeah.
Pieces are in a pack. Found
Anyway.
some turkey.
You shopping for whole turkeys or just the breast?
Well, right now I just found cold cuts.
Oh, cold cuts.
Yeah, I found full turkeys. Oh, cold cuts are going to set me back $40.
Yeah,
$25
for a Lunchable.
Yeah, not the Lunchables. There's no Lunchables. Unfortunately, it could be better than whatever they can find. But the rest, there's a young turkey for $200. There's a young turkey for $400. I'm looking.
No, they ain't worth that. Come on, man. It's a turkey. It's not exactly a delicacy. I mean, yeah, it's not worth it.
They're that's why they're not domestic turkeys. They're expensive.
Yeah.
I hope they're still alive for that money.
Yep, there's a turkey from New Zealand from $100.
I was gonna say New Zealand, Australia probably has them down there. Yeah, they probably got those. That way.
Australian meat is trash.
Is it?
Yeah, it's trash.
But the New Zealand meat's supposed to be good. The beef, right, and the lamb.
The lamb, yeah,
right.
Yeah, beef and lamb are pretty good.
Yeah,
the lamb is phenomenal.
We get that imported even here. I mean, you go to the supermarket, you can get New Zealand lamb chops.
Yeah,
I didn't even know
that's where we
that.
get our lamb from. Is New Zealand.
Yeah. Well, you're welcome.
It's a big export of your country. Yes, thank you. We enjoy it. It's good, but they have a lot of that.
that.
I knew that we exported, but I didn't realize we exported to the States.
Yeah, we get the grass-fed beef too, right? That's one. But I like corn-fed. I'm not a big grass-fed kind of guy. I like
sacrilege.
Yeah, see, here we go. Sorry.
I mean, do you eat foie gras?
I've had it. I'm not the biggest fan of liver, so it's okay. It's again a delicacy.
Somebody gave me one time this meat, and they said it was a hamburg steak because they knew I didn't like liver.
Okay.
And I ate it. It was absolutely phenomenal.
It's very rich. It's very rich.
Yeah. And the girl that was sitting next to me, she's like, "Oh, that foie gras looks really good." I'm like, "This isn't foie gras. This is a hamburg steak." She goes, "No, that's foie gras."
That's foie gras. They got you.
Isn't that the guy from Shrek?
This is good.
I've heard it's really nice, but the way they prepare it is fairly cruel to the animal. I won't tell anyone how they do it because it'll wreck it for life.
It's a goose liver, right? Isn't that what it is? A goose liver?
It's just duck.
Duck liver.
Force-fed duck liver.
That's right. They do fatten them up. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Goose. They don't make love to their animals like the Japanese do.
Well, the Kobe beef and the all that, the Wagyu, they drink them beer, right? They give them beer to drink. They massage them.
They're pets, pretty much. And then
Isn't it amazing?
They love them to death, literally.
I've seen those videos. It's cool how they do that with the cows.
Yeah. Too bad they don't do that. Treat that for everywhere else.
But beef is probably still expensive in Japan too, right? Because
it depends. Like,
is it okay?
I can get Angus beef, which is an affront to the Australians because it's labeled Angus from America. I can get it. I can get that like a pack of thinly sliced beef for about $7. Where right next to it, there's the same amount of Hokkaido beef for $50.
But that's it's a totally different thing, right? Yeah.
Yeah. And the hamburger meat that I get when I do burgers at home, it's a mix between pork and beef.
Oh, really?
The beef, though, is Wagyu.
So it's Wagyu beef, but they stretch it out with pork.
Yes. And then
okay, yeah. Because
like
pork is cheaper.
Yeah, quarter pound of it's like $5.
That makes sense.
You can do a whole pound for $10 if I go to another supermarket. What's up, Steve?
I just wanted to respond to Eric's comment. Yes, we do export all the rings. and I'm not usually a proud New Zealander. I usually wish I was an Australian, but the Lord of the Rings makes me proud of being a New Zealander.
Poor Lord of the Rings. Yes, the one ring.
I would go New Zealand. Australia has the spiders and such. Nope.
Australia's a death
They
trap.
have nasty stuff in Australia.
That's true, but I prefer their politics than New Zealand politics.
You know, that's what they should really do from now on. Instead of they should abolish the death penalty everywhere in the world and just helicopter the prisoners in and drop them in the just right in the middle of Central
Botany
Australia.
Bay,
Done in a week.
Those men conquered a continent.
Because if
they tamed a continent,
if the arid, dry heat won't kill them, some other animal will.
Yeah,
guaranteed.
And other parts of Australia, they get massive floods. It's not always arid and dry. It's one extreme to the other.
Yeah, but it's more humane that way. At least, you know, you give the prisoners a fighting chance to survive, even though they won't. That is the death penalty in Star Trek. They just take you to Australia.
Actually,
go to Talos 4, you're done.
Wasn't Tom Paris in New Zealand? Wasn't that his penal colony? Right.
Well, that was New Zealand, though, but he was on the Shire.
Oh, okay. He was in the camp. He was low security. Yeah, they didn't have to worry about him. He's minimum.
Minimum security.
Yeah. That's New Zealand for you.
You have a chance to escape.
Ruapente.
Australia, you're done.
It's a gulag.
That is your mind of Ruapente. Oh, thank God, you're not sending me to Australia. Okay. Spend the rest of your natural life. I'll take it.
That's right. Kapla.
That would be an undiscovered country.
Yeah.
You say that to the judge. Thank you, Judge. Kapla. That's right. Thank you.
You're not going back to Earth.
Oh, that's funny.
Excuse me, sir.
You okay, Stephen?
Yeah, sorry.
You will.
Sorry to deafen you and you.
No, I have no headphones on.
What?
Chief, you do that so well. Facial people. Yeah.
Well, guys, it's been a great stream.
Yes, absolutely.
Wrapping it up.
I gotta come back to the end more often. Thank you, John.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jeff. Thank you,
as
guys.
always.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Appreciate you all. Thank you for coming on the show.
So we appreciate you guys for bringing the show to us each week.
Our pleasure.
We love doing it.
Sure.
I want to thank everybody in the chat as well. Thank you for being our lovely audience. And we hope to see you all back again next week at our usual time.
Long and prosper.
See you, everyone.
Bye, guys.
Take care.